gonna...
And welcome back. There you go.
I was looking over here. I didn't know why.
Welcome back to our third session of the Weave, playing through Waterdeep Dragon Heist. When we left off, you had made it past this intersection where a gazer was posted as a sentry or guard of sorts. You chase it down as it flew away from you, and eventually making your way
Onto this piece of paper.
up to this place. Actually, in the stream, it looks great.
Yeah, they can see
So
that.
watching the plan.
This is where we need a screen, like a TV and a bracket.
Yeah. Okay. Next time. Next purchase. So you see a column surrounded by a circle of water right up ahead of you, and how are you approaching?
With caution.
With caution. Okay.
Gingerly.
When you mean caution, you mean just how?
Stealth up to the
Hi-ho.
corner.
Okay.
There's like little sidewalks either side of the thing until we get there, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So make a stealth check, Silas, as you approach.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Natural 1 to balance it out. So 6 total.
23.
Okay.
Did
So
you
we
look us to
all,
the
we
face?
all roll it.
I think you missed it.
Well,
Look
I
us
mean,
to the
I'm
face.
moving the tokens as you
Something's
go
coming.
there.
You're dead.
21. No,
That's
no.
already
Gross.
nearly dead.
21.
Grab drops on your head.
Natural 20.
4.
4.
Oh, look at that! Look at that roll! It's just nothing. It's a point. That's a 17.
You got disadvantage.
That's 13.
Yeah.
About my roll.
Okay. So you, as soon as you approach this intersection with the column, you're trying to be as stealthy as you can, and you notice there is this circular hab, and you notice on the opposite side to the south,
So we said ham.
to the south west, a walkway. So as the tunnel turns south, on the opposite side there's a door, and on the northwest side, so essentially around that area, you notice a narrow slit in the opposite wall, more or less where the door would be. There's a narrow slit there.
An arrow slit or a narrow slit?
Narrow. A narrow. It's both a narrow slit and an arrow slit. The door appears to be stone, and that's all you see for the time being.
You've got a door ahead, so you said you want to check it for magic, but looking at it, it seems there's a little gap in the wall there, so if someone's watching us, then that'll be where they're watching us from.
Maybe we want to cover that hole. Or what?
Well, I mean, if they're watching, they've probably already seen us, right? We got lights on us.
If we're going to approach them, then the less they can see of us, the better.
I can, wait a second, let me just think about how my magic works.
Yeah, it might be worth. Has anyone got anything they cover that hole with?
Now I can use my jacket.
Well,
If only you kept that door.
Oh, so that's cool.
if we have to leave in a hurry, we'll end up leaving that behind.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if my magic might both be concentration, but it's fine. So, is this the Xanatar or the Zentars?
Yeah, this would be the Xanatars. Zentarim were the place we just came from.
Right.
And they were they were infiltrated by the Xanathars Guild, who took Floon presumably here.
Do we... have we met anyone that was from the Xanatars?
Not well, the Kenkus were from the Xanatars.
I mean, I could make myself look like one of the Kenkus to get close to it, to investigate it.
That's not the worst. That's not the worst idea because Kenkus speak, as I mentioned before, in the voices of others, and you suggested that you are bad at
Yeah,
the voices.
yeah.
So
I could just say other voices and they wouldn't really know.
Yeah, you just talking your own, or well, they might have a passphrase though. You need to say
Well,
in.
what about Xanatar sends his regards?
Yeah, but that was said in a specific voice though. That's the problem.
But they might have that different for different Kenkus though.
It's still better than just like walking out there with nothing else.
Alright, I've got this.
Well, hang on, are you going to knock on the door? What are we doing? Should we try to stealth in?
Well, if they see us or if there's a trap, I don't know. We're kind of. It's a bit of a bad place to be.
Let's back up a bit, just so we're out of the way of that people. We can talk about the. Because if we're standing here, if they're watching, they're just going to be looking right at us.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I mean, we could just go in. It's the door. Right. If there's someone looking at it, then what are we going to do about that? They're looking at us and see us.
They might. They might shoot us. And
Yeah,
also,
but
if
we
they've
can
got
go back and talk about it. And we'll
if
come
they-
back and they'll still shoot us.
if they've got fluid inside, they might run away.
Right, but they'll do that right now. So the longer we spend time running backwards and coming back in,
Should we try the door then?
What
Is that
happened
a
on the
suggestion?
You can pick the
Shall
lock.
we try the door? Yes.
let's just go for it.
Solid.
Kicking the door worked for us last
Okay,
time.
well, wait a second. And I cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So you go. Wow. So you're now casting. What happened there? Why is it drifting?
It's gone really small.
The projector is drifting.
I can see it better though.
Oh, it needs tightening.
Yeah.
shit. That's a good
Yeah,
catch.
it's
Also,
fallen- it's fallen.
the light's not plugged in.
Shit! It was about to.
Yes, power's
I
not.
think as it's red. I don't know. What does red mean?
It was about to completely. Right. Okay. So
Technical problems here, folks. Please bear with us. We
Well,
get like
that
signs
is-
we can hold up like.
you don't detect any magic at all within. It is 30 foot.
Yes.
Is he 30 foot from the door?
I would say yes.
Okay.
You are 30 foot from the door. Well, it was about to fall in your head.
Not even on anyone with me. There's no one else who's got magical stuff.
Do you want me to try it?
No.
Oh, fine. I was just doing a completely different voice.
Da, da, da.
There we are.
Is that light supposed to be red on there?
Close
The top?
I don't know.
Is it usually green?
Is it plugged in properly?
It is. It is say it's plugged in.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, cool.
What happened?
I can open the door from here if you wish.
What did I press?
The menu button.
That's it.
Just.
Salas, you go ahead and try to open that door.
Well, what do you mean you can open the door from here?
I can open the door from here.
Quietly.
No.
We can do it quietly if we want to do it from here. I mean,
Yeah,
Well,
quite
let's find out if it's locked first, unless you can unlock
I'm
it.
gonna raise my hand and the ghostly hand just reaches off of my hand.
Yeah, feel free to try with that.
Okay. So you send your mage hand.
Over to the door. I'm just gonna
Yep.
slowly.
Give me a second. So.
Infrared on the cameras, then turn the lights off for this, then it'll just be out infrared. Or thermal. That'd be exciting.
Oh god, everything's going bad. It's going red.
It's like your hands are like really red and everything else is just like blue. It's
But
like,
then you'd also see all our farts.
How do you physically button if
The stone door has almost like a handle carved into it that you can grab and pull. What's the maximum weight? that you
10
can-
10 pounds, 5 kilos.
10 pounds. That will be enough. Okay, you go, you grab it with your mage hand, and you push, kind of imitating the movement.
That's a pull.
And it goes. It starts pulling. Do you open all the way?
Just keep doing it. Looking at everybody.
Wait. Do we want to be there ready to go in?
Well, I think it's too late now. It started moving. If they're on the other side looking, then
Go ahead
they're
there, Salas.
I'm gonna move up then and get flushed against the wall by the door as it's pulling open. So like move over to
Okay.
this side.
Yep.
I'll go join him, actually. On the
So
other-
on the other side.
Yeah, on the other side of the door. So.
Okay, so you put yourself there. And there, as you're putting the door open,
You may have well done this yourself at this point.
so do you all move up ahead a bit? And well, you notice the door opens all the way, and I need you to make a make a spellcasting ability check, because this will be stealth but with magic.
6.
Okay.
Did you roll a 2?
One second.
Well, do you have proficiency of stealth if that makes a difference?
Yeah.
And that would be +2 if you're actually saying it's stealth.
Well, if it is
It's
spellcasting ability, it's probably higher, I would imagine.
No, it's plus proficiency because it's also stuff.
Ah, yeah. True.
It's stealth magic. So
But you do open the door, and you both see into the door. There's some sort of tunnel that leads into almost like it turns a bit to the north, and then again, and then there's another door that you see because of the angle, essentially.
I see doors and tunnels.
Yeah, we got another door through here.
Alright. Should we move up?
Yeah, come across. Hang on, let me have a.
Just check for traps.
That means even if you take a door, there's still
I'm just gonna check. Yeah, check in the I don't know, in the frame of the door if there's like any cables or anything that's
Okay.
suspicious.
Now look at the floor for the pressure
Floor
plates.
for pressure.
Yeah. Okay. Make investigation checks.
We'll both roll, I guess.
Yeah.
So both, yeah.
Yeah, you're looking one place, I'm looking another.
20! Non-natural.
Oh, mine's less good.
Okay.
Mine's 7.
You start looking for pieces, tripwire or some kind of gear mechanism or something that might activate something. You're pretty certain that there's nothing in the frame or the door itself or in the floor.
Creaky door.
Then, gonna take a step forwards and just peek around this
Yeah.
corner as best I
So
can.
as you peek around the corner, you see that. You see.
I don't know what that is.
hallway.
Yeah, it's too dark.
That's fine.
You see
But
the hallway going north with the door to the left and an arrow slit in the opposite wall, in the north wall.
Wait, so facing this way.
Yeah, so there is a wall. There's a wall here,
Yeah.
and there's a small arrow slit through which you can see a bit into another room.
Okay.
And then this hall turns here, and then again, and there's a door there.
I'm gonna try and stealth up to that arrow slit, I guess, like
Okay.
get low and
Yeah,
so
sure. Make a
As
stealth.
they're going in, I'm gonna
Yeah.
follow in because I don't want to
yeah,
miss out on the action.
I'm gonna give them a
Okay, so
halfway
you
one.
move away. You move Silas, Niall, and Genhorn.
Yeah, bring Ren on.
So you're all standing there.
Call Ren on.
it's you. It's you.
Okay, bye-bye.
You see that the chat, as you can tell, as you can see, the intersection, the tunnel keeps going south, and then north around the column. Let's see. So what did you roll for stealth?
I
As you
haven't
approach?
rolled yet. Nearly made that a 1. 18.
18. Okay.
All the magic dice.
That's my get out of jail.
You reach that point where the arrow slit is. You can't quite see more than that into the room, a bit of an arc, and you see a wall on the opposite side, maybe 10 foot away from you, and that's it. And then the door to your left.
Can I see the arrow slit that was here?
No, the angle doesn't let you. But you imagine, based on the position of the arrow slit, that it would be diagonal. It would be like there, maybe. So diagonal shape.
I'm just gonna stay crouched and lean round the back of my corner. There's an arrow slit looking into a room which presumably connects to the other arrow slit. It might be like a sentry room or a watch room. And there's this door here, so I guess we're gonna end up going through here now.
Yeah.
So is everyone prepared? I don't know what we're going to find in there.
Yeah, we can't really prepare because we don't know what's going to be in there. So
No, I guess that's true. But weapons at the ready, maybe,
yeah,
just in case.
I am never not prepared.
except for going into a sewer filled of shit.
Open that door and I'll go. The moment you open, I'll go right behind you.
Okay, right. Well, I'll try the handle.
Okay, you try the handle and
Probably should look for traps.
it opens. Well, you can open it if you wish.
So it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Seems unlocked. That's somewhat more concerning than it being anything otherwise. Just going to take a step back and again look at the frame. Careful. Have a look. See if you can spot
Just look behind him and then look around.
any string. Shouldn't be this easy to get in here.
Okay, so you walk right next to him. Make an investigation check. Yeah, with advantage.
Yes, we're going in.
Ah, we're safe. There's nothing here. Yeah, it's alright.
Yep. Okay, you look around. Yep, nothing. You don't see the poison dart next to the handle. You open.
Yeah.
I will say that I have a bad feeling about this. Just so you're aware.
No,
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I'm aware. I mean, I don't have any better ideas.
Well, I'm gonna keep with them.
I'm gonna both catch up, I guess.
Seems like the door's unlocked. Which, you know.
How many
Yeah,
can
we did
they're not
kill
expecting us?
Yeah, we did kill the person that was going to warn them. So
Yeah, but surely someone must have been on the lookout for its arrival. It doesn't have hands to get through the door.
Maybe they can
Oh.
squeeze through the arrows that or something. I don't know.
Anything pinging off? Like,
No, nothing is pinging off. But as you approach that intersection, you're Niall. You're at the back. Everything is quite cramped here. You hear
Snoring.
coming from where a bit north from where Silas is. Very subtle.
First, I'll check if Rhaenyra is still awake.
Renelle is right next to you,
Oh.
rapier out, and looking, squinting into the darkness.
I believe someone is being bad on their duty because I hear snoring.
oh, I can't sleep.
Somebody is sleeping right now.
Right, wow. Shh, keep quiet. You don't want to wake him up.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
I'm gonna pull my dagger out of my boot.
Okay.
What if on the other side of that door there's a bell or something that will alert him?
Oh, we have no options. So do we
I
go
mean,
forward or do we go back?
We should just rush him.
You get the feeling that it comes from north.
So
Or
not
Silas is.
through the door.
No, through
No,
where
through
we
the
are.
side.
North,
yeah.
right?
Mhm. Yeah, that's north. Sorry, yes.
Come on, Silas.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the dagger from my boot. And then my other... No, I don't have another dagger. And here's going. Damn it!
What do I do with all these daggers?
I pull a spider that's in my coat out.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
And then you pull the dagger from all 8 of his boots.
I put my hand sanitizer.
Mini daggers.
If I'm not saying it's going to be, but there's a chance that this door might be attached to some string and a bell like we saw in the Zentrum warehouse. So I'm going to open the door slowly.
Just don't open it all the way. Just
Hear a noise. Run.
Yeah. Wait, in which direction? In or out? Yeah, yeah. And then up. Veer around, see if there's a door where this guard is, and then block him off essentially. But if it's trapped, you know, how's that good luck looking from earlier?
I mean, earlier it was good. Right now it's not looking so good.
I'll give you some guidance.
Alright, what do you suggest?
Literally just cast a spell.
I know, but...
I thought I was quite clear. Just words of encouragement, or what are you talking about? No.
I feel like my hands
I'm not a
jumped
bard.
a little bit of...
Hold up a coin.
Yeah, okay.
Still not looking good.
Alright, well...
Captain Millicent, what is this coin all about?
Open the door very slowly.
Well, it's a stone door, so. Okay, so.
So I'm opening it with my left hand,
Mhm.
with my dagger in my right hand, holding it so that if I see like any bits of string or anything, I can nick them
Yeah.
quick. So
Okay.
it's like that sort of
yeah,
bleeding through
you're,
the crack.
you're looking for things as you open. You make an investigation check.
Oh!
Banned. Melt it.
We're gonna wait that. We're gonna do this salty
salt test.
water trick with that one. Okay, so you open it. You follow the frame of not the frame, like the edge of the door and the frame, and just checking on things, and nothing appears to be
It's
there.
always at bad times though. That's the thing. It's like
You go and you open the door, and you can see into a room that has. It kind of looked like just a storage room from where people might, they might put garbage, like crates, discarded stuff, before they go out of whatever this place is, and they're just rusty weapons, threadbare clothing, just litter.
Is there a discarded flume?
There's no discarded fumes.
if I look to my
I got
right,
one.
is there from where I came in along that wall? Is there any entrance that looks like it
Yeah.
would link to the?
So if you move inside, you see north
Yeah.
a set of stairs on the far wall, and the room kind of opens onto your right, where the
Card sleeping.
arrow slit was. You see onto the right there with connect.
Still don't see the source of the snoring.
You from your position, you don't see the source of the snoring, but now you can hear it more clearly.
Right. Door's open. Doesn't look like there's any traps. What do you reckon we do about the guard? Do you think we should just?
Hold up my dagger.
Well,
I was thinking maybe we can knock him out if we just run in there, basically, well, sneak in there and then just all clobber him a bit.
That's the best
Whilst he's
idea.
sleeping, just
what about
with back in.
Oh, with the back in.
So he stops snoring, and then we're good.
what
Yeah.
about if I turn one of those kenkus and wake him up
Why wake him up?
and ask him where Rainier is?
That's way too suspicious.
Well,
I mean, we could wake him up,
Fine.
have the daggers at his face.
Right now,
and when he
raises
wakes
a
up,
hand.
we take-
I am here, my friend.
I mean Floon.
I assumed you meant Floon, but you were asking for Rainier because they think Floon is Rainier.
Yeah.
Okay, we got
Good thinking.
we got the element of surprise here. Let's just keep it that way. Silas, go ahead, go inside there and knock him out.
Yeah, do you wanna? You've been moving around quite quiet as well. Do you wanna come with? 2 hands better than 1. 3 if you're in as well.
No, it's better not to risk it. You two go ahead.
Alright.
So,
I'm gonna try and sneak around the corner up to the
yeah.
guard.
So as you
Millicent and
move around the corner, what you notice is
He wasn't asleep.
There's a guy standing there pointing at you.
going like,
what you notice is a sleeping goblin.
Oh, goblin.
A sleeping goblin that has apparently dozed off. Is kind of like slumped against the wall where the arrow slit looking into the intersection is, and it has a short bow, and it's just sleeping there.
Try and sneakily get next to it then.
Okay, so who's going? Is Millie right next to you, and then Kath?
I'm a little bit behind. I'm in this room basically. I'm
Okay.
not gonna go in.
Yep. Okay.
We're all kind of piling up behind you, though, I think.
Well, no, I mean we're gonna make sure Rainier and you stay behind so you don't get too close to the. Don't
Okay,
make too
so
much
you
noise.
guys are staying behind.
Do you
Yep.
have any rope? You came in.
Yeah, I've got some rope. Four.
Tie up.
Alright. We tie him up.
Don't harm the bloody thing.
We're gonna knock him out.
Well, we don't have to hurt him.
You
If
go
he
into the
shouts,
room, you
he's
see the
gonna
goblin.
hurt everyone's
What
better
you-
if he's just out cold.
Wait, I'll take a sock off. We can gag him with this.
But then he may as well be unconscious.
You can't talk from.
Yeah,
you're
too
in
far to
completely
talk,
different
yeah,
places
yeah,
right now.
Yeah, so only you
You could
two
put
can
that
talk,
sock
and maybe
over his
with me
head.
at the back.
You can put that sock over his head.
You can only talk to Keth Genhorn, and you Niall, you can only talk to Genhorn or René. I mean unless you start shouting.
Can I talk to the goblin?
You can definitely do that.
Good job.
What are you doing?
I'm walking over to the goblin.
Yeah, trying to sneak
Yeah,
up.
okay, so you two walk towards the goblin,
Maybe he's
slip
too
in there,
excited.
and what you're just slipping, what are you doing?
I'm gonna club him on the back of your head. You ready?
Hold on my dagger. Wrong way around.
You're holding, oh shit, okay.
Right.
So, make an attack with advantage. It's an auto crit.
Where we're going
to
for
hit.
the same time. I'm going with the back of my
Double
thing.
one.
Yeah, non-lethal damage.
You have guidance as well.
I do.
I
but
mean, you both hit
It
at the
doesn't
same
work on
time.
attack, does it?
There you go.
Does it? Oh yeah.
Blank.
it's a 1 and it's sneak attack.
I got 22.
If it's sneak attack, it's not known.
What? Lethal.
You can't. I guess you could non-lethal sneak attack.
It's just them not knowing it's coming and being braced,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
So
two of
non-lethal
you,
damage
It's
is
auto crit as well.
3. Oh, it's auto crit.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
That
Yeah,
means
23.
Yeah, okay, you go and boom, you go for trying to hit in the temple to kind of like knock him out.
Yeah, 9 points.
And yeah, and you on the other side, and he goes like punk, and he goes
His eyes pop out.
and stops snoring. It falls unconscious.
I guess we should
Snores deeper.
move the body out just in case it wakes up whilst we're here.
Wait, Matt, where? Just drop in the water and you'll
There,
die.
out of there.
I just meant
It
move him
slams.
out of
Oh.
the main complex to outside, but
Do we have a rope? Just time to the here. To the here.
what if he shouts? He'll be alright. We're not going to be in here for long, I
There's
guess.
something in his face, but he's asleep.
Yeah, that's true. Right, I'm going to take his short bow and his arrows. And his short sword, did you say he has one of them as well?
It has a short sword, a short bow, and it has
Take it as money.
play armor. Yeah, it has 14 short bow arrows, and a little pouch.
Of taking that.
You take the pouch. Okay. It has 6 nibs. Ooh.
How many arrows was it?
Any,
14.
any soap?
Any what?
Soap.
Soap.
The goblin, mate.
No soap.
Goblins don't
It'd be
want.
a very clean goblin.
I thought everyone carries soap.
Gonna walk back outside to the pit and it's safe to everyone
Yep.
to come in.
Alright,
Okay.
alright, let's push over then.
Renee,
Push on. Push over. Get in there with the rope.
Okay.
Renee, you mentioned.
We don't need to tie him. He's
So
unconscious
you
now.
all go inside
Do we want to
into
question?
this into the goblin room.
Well, we.
For what reason? He's just a guardsman.
He's not gonna know much. He knows more than us. That is true.
I mean, he's not going to wake up for a while.
Yeah, I'd rather.
Does
I don't think we have a choice about that.
does anyone speak goblin?
Not well.
Well,
Not at
there's
all, really.
probably not much point in waking up then.
Renee, you my dagger. I was wondering if you would be more capable with one of these. The golden short sword. Does a little bit more of a slice than a dagger.
Okay. Come here. That was a short sword. He's holding out the short sword and the rapier.
That doesn't mean that you don't owe me a nicer dagger than mine.
Of course, yes. Good job on this. You managed to not raise the alarm. Well, keep
Renee.
moving, no?
Yeah. So let's listen. Do you wanna take the lead again?
Well, I suppose if it's working so far.
Okay.
I'll be right behind you.
So the tunnel turns to the right as you reach the end of it, and you see it goes all the way. I don't know if you can see, but it goes all the way into a bigger room that you can see in the distance. And this bigger room, from here, you only see what appears to be a straw-stuffed mattress.
Looks like there's some kind of barracks room ahead, maybe bedding.
Keep eyes on the floor just to make sure there aren't any
Any traps,
tripwires or anything to raise them all.
No, you're right, but at this point I think they'd be moving around comfortably here.
That's true.
But
But just keep stealth there.
Okay, well, everyone stay close, because I don't know if there's more than one around that corner, we might find ourselves in a bit of a scrap.
Alright, we're gonna push forward.
Okay, so you start pushing forward.
Yeah, stealthing up to the.
Stealthing. Okay, make a stealth check.
That's big gangs would have-
Everybody, wow.
Shit.
Everybody that wants to move stealthy.
20 non-natural for me.
5. Okay.
I may get too much
I
noise,
also
but
had a
listen.
5.
Keth, how far you move? Yeah.
With disadvantage?
That's with disadvantage.
18.
Oh no, it wouldn't have got
Natural.
Okay.
there. 12?
Now listen, you're
Okay.
you're scraping
So-
against the wall.
So it was 12
20 non-natural.
5.
18.
and 18. Okay. So as a group, you're moving fairly quiet. You know, some of you are making a bit more noise than the others, but you kind of like help each other. No, stop that! You almost hit a rock, and things like that. As you move into what appears to be an empty sleeping area, there are 6 tethered straw-stuffed mattresses, and as soon as you reach that point, you can hear noises, activity, what appears to be voices, coming from beyond the door on the southeast side of this room. The door that is opposite the hall, the hallway you entered from.
Does everybody hear that noise? Conversation coming from the other side of the room.
Can you make out what they're saying?
Not from here.
How many?
Just get closer.
How many do you think there are?
Just get closer to
I
the door.
can't tell. Who's got good ears?
I have excellent
My
taste.
is pretty good.
You hear scraping, something being moved, a piece of wood.
Glenor, you go ahead. I mean, you're a bit more stealthy than them. I clean my ears
Yeah.
every day.
He's
Right,
good at this.
I'm going. I'm
He's
going
good.
so I can hear.
You
I'm just
sitting
afraid
at the
that if
door.
he moves too close to the door, he's gonna alert them.
He's got good ears. You hear?
No, move your way. Come up, try and get in the room as well. See if you can pick anything up.
Okay,
Don't
we're
get
gonna-
too close to the door.
Move into the room, but
So you all move into the room.
Except for Renee.
then I just stay a little bit behind.
Okay. So who's going first, or
Yeah.
Well, gonna get next to the door and try and listen. But
okay, Niall?
And
I'm
just
gonna
Niall's
stay
gonna be
back a bit
nearer.
and just hold Renee back.
You are holding Renee back a bit. Okay.
no.
So, Genhorn, you listen through the door. Make a perception check.
Glenor, what do your firebolt ears hear?
13.
13.
I'll put my ear up against Genhorn.
You put your ear. You can hear his big heart.
2 hearts.
you'd been well good against rockworms.
Yeah.
Take them to-
So you hear a voice saying, "Listen, Zek, that won't work." And another voice say, the same voice is saying, "Plug the gap at the bottom with blankets."
Zek.
Zemk.
Zemk.
And the other voice, presumably Zemk, is saying, "Ah, you shut up! I know what I did."
See? Zen.
It sounds like they're trying to block something, but I don't know why. They could be trying to. I don't
Any
know.
of them are there in there?
Block some. I only hear 2 voices.
So just storm in or something?
Yeah, I think if we use Russian, it's probably the best option.
Okay,
Yeah, for that.
double kick again.
But open the door quietly first to make sure we can actually get in. Otherwise, we'll have to kick it.
Just kick it immediately.
Well, let's check if the door might be locked.
Okay, switch.
Okay.
Is everyone in position?
Yeah.
Wait, you, Kev, you come up next to me.
Alright. Millicent, be ready.
Are you going to show them how to do pick locks again?
Well, it's always time to learn, but so far no locks, which has been astounding. For thieves, these people have terrible security. Thieves could get in here easily. And do.
Steal everything.
I'm gonna grab Renee's hand.
Yeah.
He's coming after me.
Okay. So Renee kind of like moves with you, and as soon as he hears like this conversation and apparently you preparing to fight something, he tries to push past you.
Let me go.
Grab his hand out and hold him back as best I can.
Make a persuasion check.
You'll wait your turn.
What's going on in this room?
That's 21.
Okay. Looks down at you. It's quite tall. Okay. I'll just go in there as soon as you need to.
You'll come with me. It's fine.
If you can't open it, just give me the nod. I'll charge the thing.
You're gonna need more of that guy.
Yes.
What say you then? Open the door quietly.
It might look so, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna try the handle.
Okay, try the handle. It appears to move.
Gonna turn around, give everyone a look. And then just slam through the door with my draw my short sword that I do. Everybody on the ground!
Okay, as you shout that, you see
Everyone on the ground.
Two Kenkus, because they have the same voice.
you see
Two disabled.
Giant talking
a
grubs.
dwarf.
Oh god, he's close to the ground.
A dwarf that has some kind of like greyish beard, is wearing like dark leather armor with a black cloak, a bit of a hood, and has a bit of a greyish skin. You immediately recognize this dwarf. He's a Duergar. A dwarf from the Underdark, and you know his name is Zemk, and he is a member of the
How's that spelled?
Zemk, Z-E-M-K, and next to him you see a human, white skin, short hair, a bit of a ponytail. That is the only piece of like hair, long hair he has. He had a bit of a beard, but not too much. And he's wearing simple clothes, but also simple leather armor. Has a scimitar sheath on his sheath, and these two guys. As you barge in, they are kind of. Zem, the Duergar, is using pieces of furniture to barricade another door that is leading. I'm going to show you in a second. So look at this. That is leading onto another area, and this is what they were discussing about how to do it, how to barricade this.
Would I know what Zemp's position is? Like, what is he just like a thief?
He was probably mid tier or low to mid tier, not particularly high. And as soon as you enter, I'm gonna show you where these guys are.
Bust in.
As soon as you enter, saying "Everyone down to the ground," they both turn around. They're kind of like putting, barricading furniture against that door on the north side. There's another door on the south side. They turn around, and Zemk looks at you. Silence! And roll initiative.
Who's bad guys now?
Okay, let's see.
Whose side are you on?
My old buddy Zemk, the dwarf, Duergar,
And
Scarlet.
He's on the other side of the door.
At least I get to
How do we keep him out?
At least I get to find out what's going on before I act, because I rolled a 5. I rolled a 4.
Well, we're surprised.
So yeah, do we have a surprise round?
Well, the surprise round. That's-
well, no, because you barge in.
But I was going to rush at the same
Everyone on the
time.
ground. This is a warning before we attack.
It's
no,
true.
no surprise. Let's not challenge the DM.
Challenge
Genhorn,
it.
what's your initiative?
17,000. 17.
Niall,
14.
Silas,
12.
Going down.
Not
12.
anymore.
Keth,
16.
16.
I'm
and
so taken aback
Millie.
by my best friends.
Yeah, like, whoa.
Okay, I almost got it
Zen.
right.
You have some.
Okay, so Genhorn, you said you would rush in, so yes, you go first. As Silas shouts, you see this dwarf turn around and say, Silas! And you are in the room. So, let me change the music here.
Gonna bash your brains in.
Got some nice dancing music to dance to. Dance
you go
off.
ahead. 'Cause you've been
It's not a fight.
smashed.
Dance off.
He's gonna go in there, like a small man of earth.
You any plans?
I'll look after him real nice. Yeah.
Your garden outsider's looking really bad.
So, what are you doing, Genhorn?
So they've not drawn anything yet because they're
I
still.
get you up.
They're not drawing any swords yet or anything because they're still kind of.
Well, no, I mean, it's not their turn yet. They're
So who's this guy? That
no one is surprised, but they haven't drawn.
Is this the dwarf?
The dwarf is the one at the top.
Okay, has he got like an axe or what has he got like weapons wise on him? That's.
He has. Let's see. He has
What is this?
some kind of pickaxe or something that hanging from his belt, and a crossbow on the other side.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and grab the pickaxe and throw it behind me.
So you're gonna try.
Watch where you throw that thing.
Calm him.
Well, not like throw it like really hard, just like chuck it on the floor kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Make
That's the end of Renee.
I'm gonna count this as a grapple essentially because he will try to grab your hand and like push you away. So make a grapple check.
Ooh, 19 plus something.
Athletics.
Okay, so as you go and try to grab his war pick,
One, yeah.
take it out. He grabs it and you start like fighting for it, and then you win. And what do you do?
Just gonna chuck it on the floor behind me.
Okay, so you chuck it on the floor behind you. Okay, dun, 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 dun.
Don't resist. We'll ask you some questions.
Okay, we're gonna take it there from there. Keth.
I'm gonna move into the room next to the other guy
Yeah.
with my sword up, and I'm gonna tell him, you're at number 622, drop your weapons, and I'm gonna dodge basically. Like if he
Okay.
attacks me, I'm
Yeah,
dodging or
okay.
parrying, whatever. Like
Okay, either of you make an intimidation check with advantage.
can-
Christmas.
He already rolled.
It landed on 20, but it was sort of cocked dice, so I'll re-roll it. As a 4 that time. 8.
Well, plus his.
Oh, plus your. Oh, sorry, I thought it was like both of us. Oh, sorry, okay.
No. I say one of
One.
because
so
they're
11.
helping
I mean, what
each
do you
other.
roll?
7.
11.
Okay. Let's see. It's
I, thought
now.
I misunderstood the question.
It's alright. You were very excited about it.
Zem.
I'm
Zem.
scared.
Zem rolls a natural 20 and is now pissed off.
Wait,
And,
just so we're clear, which one's the dwarf? This one up
That
here?
one.
The,
that one
The
is
one
the
in the
dwarf.
corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe
So
we
you-
shift
you
them
switch
around.
now,
Yeah. So Zem immediately goes, looks at you, Silas, you traitor, and goes and enlarges, and it's now a really big creature.
Regular sized man.
No, it is large. Grows into a large Durgar. You recognize what's going on. As an innate racial thing that Durgar can do. And it's now Renere's turn. Renere, hearing all this commotion and shouting, will run past you. He says, "Ah!" And just, unless you want to grapple.
I'm gonna try and grapple him.
Okay, so make an attack of opportunity.
That's natural 20.
He rolls with disadvantage because he's exhausted, and you manage to like grab him and kind of like pull him to the side and go, Millie, let me go! But that was his turn because he's not going to attack you. Nahil, you're up.
He's on such good terms with you, calling you
I'll
Millie.
rush in.
Yeah, well, it says, let me go. No.
Lady Millicent.
Yeah.
And, well, put me like, barge me through.
To where?
Just in a space where there's
Yeah.
No, one more ahead.
See,
So you block off me.
And
that's not diagonal because he's like.
Yeah, you can still go.
so is it? How big's this dwarf right now compared to me?
He's massive. Well,
He's
flat.
large. It's kind of like pushing away at Genhorn. He's bigger than Genhorn.
Bloody hell. I'll stand on my tiptoes. I don't want to hurt you, but I will if I must. And then my eyes will like pulse.
What?
My eyes will just do a quick pulse.
Okay. So make a. Okay, make a. What did you say exactly?
I don't want to hurt you,
Yeah?
but I will if I must.
To the other guy.
The dwarf is right in front of me.
No, the dwarf's this one.
Oh, yeah, so
Dwarf's
the other
up.
guy then. Yeah.
To the other guy. Okay, make an intimidation check.
Minus one.
I don't think I have any. So it's 15.
Okay.
I'd like to say at least.
No,
but,
you're
Plus
minus
one.
one for each one.
Plus one or minus
It's minus 1. 14.
Okay. So the guy's kind of looking at you with a bit of an apprehensive look because of essentially all the people that are pouring into the room, and he's hearing noises from outside. You know, René also shouting, "Oh, well, there are more coming," because he couldn't know whether he could believe the assertion.
Hey.
Well, it's 6 of us. You know, you can always say it's 20. But he's kind of apprehensive at this point. Silas.
Pull my hand crossbow out. Just aim it at Zem. He's right. 6v2. No need to get angry. We're not here for you. You let us be on our way and you can live. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna hold my action that if he hits anyone, I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. So let's see. It's his turn now. He's gonna. Let's see. Zem is gonna decide. Let the die.
Deflate like a
decide.
puffer fish.
He's gonna look around and reduce its size again. You traitor! You brain scum! Into our hideout, you know what?
I don't know where this place is, but you left a trail of breadcrumbs big enough for a rat to follow.
You know what the deal is? You're never to come back!
Well, give us what we want, and I'll be on my way.
What do you want?
Young man that you've held capture here, picked up from his entering warehouse.
Ah, yeah, that's why. They're all noble. Being interrogated by Grimshaw.
What's with this barricade you're building so poorly?
Oh, something crawled out from our hole.
What crawled out?
From the lavatory hole.
Was it a grub?
Was it a giant rat?
No, it's oozy.
Did it have one eye?
No,
Is it still in there?
it's still in there. We're barricading it because so it doesn't come out. Listen up. Why are you so interested in this fellow?
Someone's put a bit of money down for us to bring him back. All I'm doing is working a job. Didn't think I'd end up back here.
The other fellow, the human, is kind of a bit more scared. You can tell that he's probably new, whereas Zemk is still trying to. You can definitely tell he's trying to figure out how to get out of this situation without giving you too much, maybe, but not get hurt. Look, I don't care about that fellow, but Gramshar is interrogating and we have an important visitor, so I wouldn't suggest you. Do as you will.
Who's the visitor? We already dealt with the gazer, so I know someone
of
of
those-
importance is here.
One of those weird things the boss likes to keep around him from time to time.
What kind of weird things? I've heard a lot of strange ongoings.
Yeah, things have changed since your
Yeah.
last word here. Look, I suggest you forget about this whole matter
Go back to the surface. That's your safest option.
I'm afraid I don't think that is an option, is it? Boys, go.
Renee is kind of like still trying to push
Still
past
holding
you.
around the corner, just listening to all this.
I think it's probably safer for you if you go back to the surface, and we'll deal with what we've started here. Now, take your friend and run along.
Service does sound like an option. Just food for thought.
That's right, keep it together.
If
Keep
you
it together.
if you get killed, then they're gonna be asking why we didn't stop you before you got to that point.
I don't think they're going to ask me anything, I'll be dead.
No, they will be asking me.
Oh, well, don't you run away.
The other guy looks. Zenk, I think we should take advice and maybe just go. You know how things are now, too strange, and maybe look. Let's just go. And Zenk, he's looking well, not you because you're not there. He's looking at everyone.
Through the wall.
You can blame it on the sleeping company.
Give me my weapon.
I'm gonna pick it up and.
No.
Grabs it.
Before you go, where is that other guy?
That's the door to the left. To the right.
How many people are in there?
As far as I can tell, only Grimshaw and the visitor.
And why were you after the nobleman? What was the purpose of all this?
I wasn't part of that team. The team came and went. I stationed here, but had nothing to do with what went on there. That's why I cannot go there, because there's important visitor. Only important people right now.
Well,
This visitor. Who is it? What are they?
I don't know. It's one of, I told you, it has to be one of those strange fellows the boss keeps around him these days.
I think he's talking about the gate crashers.
Yeah, dark skin.
Oh no!
Foolish.
Oh no, we've had the drow down in Skullport for time to time. These are not those types, although there is one that worked for the boss.
Yeah, no. Oh,
Excuse me?
What?
no.
Yes?
How do you know about that?
Well, let's just say so.
Are you getting involved back in business? You know that, in fact, it is words now. There is a killer capture order against you, my friend.
I've heard. We had run-ins with some old acquaintances.
Wait a minute. Just to be clear, we're hanging around with you and people want to try and kill or capture you.
That's fine, it's just these people that want to kill or capture him, so
Who
we're...
the fuck are these people, by the way?
Hello, my name is Ken Horn, I'm a gardener.
This is Gen Horn and he's a gardener.
The gardener!
Yeah.
Swear.
Yeah, if you walk past the Zentrum warehouse, you see the lovely job he did.
Dug a bit of a hole there, yeah.
I want nothing to do with this anymore. Just do whatever you think you're doing here, and I won't tell anyone if you survive.
Tell them it was the Zentrum. If anyone asked you, they'll believe you.
Sure. Clint, let's go.
Just wander out the room. Millie and Renee, there's two of them.
Why would you use his name?
What?
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 I'll distract the dwarf with some words.
So whilst that was going on, what I wanted to be doing was using prestidigitation to do
Yeah.
marks on Renee's face to look like the eyes like Zoblon had. And then I also want to cast light. I want to let my hair down.
I think you can only have two effects going on at the same time.
So it's just the eyes on his face, and then light is a separate spell. I can do that, right?
Yeah.
So I want to let my hair down and then cast light on my hair.
On your hair.
Yes.
Okay, so your hair is kind of bright, illuminating the whole room. And there are some tattoos essentially.
And then when I hear that things have just gone terrible, I'm just gonna walk out with Renee and say nothing
Okay,
and wait for them to leave.
so what would the Renner wear?
So Renair is just immediately behind me with these eyes on his face,
Yeah.
and I'm just there with.
Okay,
my hand
Renair
on
is
my
coming. As you say that, Renair replies, "Yes. What's going on, Ganon?"
We're just gonna let these guys go, and there's I think your friend's in the next room.
You see, you that are still there. They're kind of like looking at each other.
Crossbow back at him. I'm afraid he's a gardener, but his tongue is unfortunately loose, much like your head will be if you don't leave now and ignore everything he might have just said.
So I
I hold my hand up to the exit.
if he's kind of like trying to look past you. If the Lord,
Your
is-
boys botched a job.
Who the fuck there is in that room then?
Information privy to only us, I'm afraid. Now on you go.
He looks at
Before-
Krantz.
So words of advice before you leave, dwarf. So I don't think. What's the real problem here? I think it's your insecurities. Never hide who you really are. Be comfortable in your own skin.
What the fuck you talking about?
Size isn't everything. Food for thought.
I'm gonna study what he looks like as well before. As he's,
Okay. He looks at the other guy, the guy named Krantz. And Krantz is kind of like, he doesn't even understand what's going on. He's quite young, you can tell that he wasn't in the guild, he hasn't been in the guild for long. And he's like, Zem, okay, let's just go. And Zem kind of pushed past you all. Past Genhorn, into the other room, past you, Millie. Gives you
I'm just gonna
Curious
hold
look.
out my hand and just brush it against his shoulder as he walks past.
okay.
Creepy.
That is creepy.
And looks at Renair. And then just keeps walking and they disappear.
Well, smoothly down, everyone.
What you say in front of people.
right.
I understand it was an honest mistake. I understand you're new to this kind of world, but you have to understand the bigger picture. That now you have been seen with Renair, you are now a target.
I feel good about that. That was a good service we just
Right.
provided there.
No. You want to close the door?
Can you
I'll take care of it.
I got it. It's Zed, he's back.
yeah, she's not happy. So there is another wood. There are two wood doors. One is the one that has been barricaded by Zemk.
Well, let's just leave her there for a bit and then we'll just.
Okay. One that has been barricaded by Zemk and Krantz because apparently something came out of a hole in the ground that they use as lavatory. And the other one leading south, on the southern side, leading to you don't know what. She's 100% gonna.
You gotta get to sit down.
Just
Don't give her attention too much because she'll just get.
just let her sit down and.
Yeah, but she's gonna pull the cable properly. You can't let her here.
We'll
Okay.
We'll give it 10 minutes.
We've got a real life party dog.
Yeah. This is the party dog, yeah? In fact, the cable has already been pulled.
Really?
We're going to take a quick break, please. Thank you.
Which one? Which cable?
It's the power cable down there.
Ah.
When you were like giving a cuddle, she went.
we're back. Sorry about that. We had a little issue with some cables, and poor Dodge just wanted to be part of the action. As they left, and you see these two doors, one leading into this barricaded area, and the other one leading to another one. What are you guys doing?
I'll investigate the barricade and see how structurally sound I think that is.
It's not. You don't need to. I mean, it's just piles of things, kind of like generating weight against the door. So if something wanted to like push past it, it would have to move all that furniture out of the way. But there's no elegance to it.
Has anyone got a better way of barricading this door? Because I don't want whatever is in there to come out.
Like, we want to go in there, right?
No, we
No,
don't
no,
want
again, the other
They
door.
mentioned that this was the latrine, I think, they said.
something slimy or something came out.
Unless someone really
Maybe
wants to go for a
biggest
slash.
fears have been realised.
We keep the door shut.
Yeah,
Some
but we
kind of
need
excrement monster.
to, is there like a gap into the bottom of the door?
Trying to,
For the theory.
It's impossible to see with all the furniture in the way.
I'd say just leave it
let's
well enough
let's
alone.
ignore it. Let's
Okay.
What
just,
you mean.
just
Maybe one person stay back and.
They already put stuff in front of it, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, we'll hear if it.
Alright,
It won't be as subtle.
if I go in and look like one of them two, then I'll distract him a little bit so give everyone else a chance to sneak in the room just so he doesn't do anything crazy like kill Floon or anything stupid like that.
Okay.
Can you-
That's not a bad idea.
Can you do his voice?
I mean, I don't need to, just a distraction, so I don't need to have a conversation.
don't say anything.
Just open the door, walk in, leave the door like ajar, and just stand next to him. So when you open the door, he'll look back, and
Yeah.
then we'll just walk behind you.
Yeah, okay.
How long was he? Oh, he knew you, right? Like he knows who you are.
Yeah.
Like, so can't you just go in there and be like, hey,
Didn't sound like he was on good terms. Though.
he's my friend now. Like you do the talking and he does the face.
What if I pretend to like capture you?
It's actually not a bad idea.
But he will be surprised by your appearance. Whilst if he just walks in, he'll turn around and he'll turn around again. So all of us can come in.
Well, provided that he's not been instructed not to enter on any circumstances or anything. But if you disturb them to say that these people have a capture and kill order on me. If you say that you've captured me, urgent business, do your best impression of his voice, just quickly.
What did he sound like again?
I'm a dwarf.
Oh, a dwarf.
A little bit higher on the pitch.
I'm a dwarf!
That's too high. Maybe just say,
I am a dwarf. I've captured Silas.
tell him, say that I punched you in the throat or something.
Silas punched me in their throat.
You hear, as you're doing this, you hear from past the door and to the south, you hear a voice. You cannot make out what it does, but someone is angry and talking.
Let's go in. Let Charger and Floon.
Wait, is that
waste
through
our
one of the
time.
doors? Or is that where the goblin was?
What?
Well, this is to the
this
south.
is a door.
Yeah, but you said to the south.
No,
the
but
south.
the goblin was somewhere down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the south. Whereas the doors over to the this way.
Yeah.
But the sound is coming
So
from
you
the
enter
south.
the door and then you go south.
Yeah.
Right, so through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wait.
turn into him. Too late.
Oh no, that's fine. You do that. It's fine. Sorry, I wasn't waiting for you for that. If you're hiding in the room next door, I'll get down like I've been bound. You say, "Oh, I've captured Silas. He's through there. He was skulking around. He must be up to something. He might come and have a look, and then when he comes close, I can try and give him one. Everyone rushes in, comes in through the door. I mean, jump.
Alright.
You hear suddenly the sound stop.
Alright, better go. I don't know what's gonna. So I'm gonna open the door.
Now there is a conversation going on.
I open the door.
You open the door. Okay.
Is everyone?
Yeah,
clear
yeah,
to
let's fucking do it.
I can hear, right?
Some guidance. Well, yeah,
Not
yeah.
him.
Yeah, go on. No, do it to him, maybe.
Spinning around.
That's nice. Where am I? What is this
Okay.
place?
So you
You can take
who's
some
coming
you
first? Genhorn, you're
Can
going
Genhor
first.
and then Silas, or maybe I don't know.
I'm kneeling
Take
in
some
that
guidance
room,
when you get
like
one.
with my hands behind my back, as if pretending I've been bound.
So only Genhorn basically, and the rest of us are in this room, in these other rooms, kind of waiting.
Okay. Second.
I take my dagger, Lucas, and I just nick my lip with it.
Okay.
Just
So
to,
you nick,
yeah, just, have a
just
little
to
bit.
get some blood
Yeah, a
out.
little bit
Two
of
hit
blood.
points.
Okay, so the moment you appear, you look south, down south, and you see like a long hallway leading into an even wider and longer big hall. So this almost very narrow hallway that you see down south, it kind of opens into a wider area. On the opposite side of at the very end, there is kind of like a raised dais.
Only he's watching it.
You can from sorry, there is light there by the way, so you
Yeah.
can see there is a raised dais on the opposite side. And I thought it was Silas first.
No,
Sorry.
Silas is
No,
staying
I'm in the other room.
He
like-
turns
Okay,
me
yeah, I made my mistake. So, and in the middle of the room, before the dais, the raised dais, kind of like platform at the end, in the middle of the room, you see a half orc, and he's holding a human male by the ruff of the neck, kind of like down onto the ground, and in his other hand, he has like a flame, kind of like burning,
Flaming flame.
a flaming flame.
The worst kind.
And he's looking, but it's not looking. And now you can you realize this was the voice you were hearing, but it's no longer looking at this guy. He's looking to the east, and he's saying, "What? What are you saying?" And you hear the voice of Zemk coming from the east,
Oh shit.
and he's saying, "They're coming! They're coming! We must go!" And Zemk looks to the dais, and there, almost in the darkness, from the dais, emerges a figure. It almost appears to be floating. It has long, flowing robes. It has purplish skin, and the biggest feature is a set of tentacles instead of mouth,
Oh.
kind of like dancing around. And it has almost like a helmet or a shield, metal piece, adorning and connecting with his robed, and in his hand, he's holding a tiny brain that has 4 stumpy, clawed legs.
Nope.
And as Zemk is saying, Nihilur! Nihilur! They're coming! You must come, my lord! And Gramshar, sorry, that you know now, because the other one
No,
shouted.
The other one said his name anyway.
Yeah, Gramshar is kind of like confused. He's kind of like, he has flown down onto the ground, about to burn him. But he's now looking at the sudden appearance of Zen, as this figure looks past Gramshar into you as you show up there at the very end of the hallway.
Looking like Zemk.
Well, he's looking at Zemk.
No, but he's looking like Zemk.
Yeah, it's everyone is kind of looking at Zemk in that room, and as Zemk is like shouting and pointing in your general direction, the creature with the brain in his hand looks up into the distance and makes eye contact with you. And this all happens at the same time. You were heard the shouting, and then you hear the voices stopping. Then you barge into a room, and then this whole thing happens.
but
He
He
doesn't
also
budge.
said-
He opens it casually because he looks like
Okay,
Zen.
well, that's why Gramsci is not looking at you. I mean, apparently it's only the creature of the far end is looking in your direction as Zemk is shouting that they're coming. They're coming from the sleeping area.
Some sick roleplay
But just to
opportunity
make
here.
sure you know
I
that
know.
Tom
I know
is
he's
disguised
Zen.
as Zen.
Yes, that's
Okay,
fine. That's
okay.
fine.
Yeah.
As this all happens, we're gonna have to roll initiative because it's all now time sensitive, and I'm gonna bring something out.
Hey.
level 1.
This is. Oh dear.
This is where you
The thing
shine.
he's holding.
This is where you shine.
The thing.
So
Only
it's
you
like
team
that.
right
Yeah. It's
I'm
Waterdeep
deception.
and
Roll
Beast, so
deception.
it's fine that it's in Waterdeep. I've played Neverwinter Nights. I know.
Well, he's dead.
So's your brain.
Oh well.
What's that brain thing?
Getting home, it was nice to
It's
have
called
met
the
you.
intellect.
Don't tell us. Don't
No,
tell us that
okay.
we're in here.
Oh, I did ask.
Yeah,
Don't ask.
don't,
So
don't know
we-
it's better.
Okay, so we know what
Thing
Nihilor.
with the grubs was really cool. I don't know what that was.
When did we hear about Nihilor? Some time ago.
I guess clear this.
Da-da-da-da.
Happy birthday.
Hey George.
Whoa.
Grab from the bottom. From the, yeah.
What?
Okay.
This is not how I imagine the room.
Okay, wait. You are coming from here, and this is the long hallway with the raised dais. You don't know this, and you don't know this.
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
There's a dog. It's kind
You don't know.
Oh, it's a fire thing.
He just said you don't know.
Yeah, but from here it looks like a monster.
You don't know.
Holding its butt open.
This is a tiny brain.
Oh god, it's a frog.
Frog brain.
This is a floon.
You don't know that.
This
This is
is a Gramshar.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that was bad.
I'm a mighty level 1 druid. I can fight everything.
How did he get here?
What was this?
Yeah, I don't know.
What was this?
Is that the goblin we busted up?
No. This is the presumably mind
We
flow.
were very naive to
I
let
thought
him go, so.
This is
I
Gramshaw.
thought that was the mind flip.
No, Gramshaw's the
Oh.
half orc, or
Oh.
with the flame in his hand. This is the purple thing in
What
robes.
possibly could have gone wrong?
The plan.
I just want to know if my plan helped. Or what the fuck are you talking about? The guy with the eyes on his face and the person with the glowing hair
Door opens this way.
and now there's two of you?
What?
This is a Zemk.
How did he get there?
Well, you don't know.
I don't know, and
Yes,
I'm annoyed.
exactly. And I was more or less counting the time as you were talking and planning for him to
I thought we did a good
go around
series.
somewhere.
I thought we changed his life for the better.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
kill that Dwargar
And then die.
and then die.
Uh,
But at least I will have killed
Can
him.
you bring the action camera a bit forward, or maybe? Oh no, the map. No, it's not gonna go a lot more forward. The map, the bring.
Yeah, we got a bit.
Oh yeah, you can pull.
Yeah, because otherwise we can't see.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, me and Shane are gonna be.
Yeah,
We'll guess.
yeah. Just bring
Well,
the
we're not
camera.
even there, so,
What?
so
Yeah,
technically
you, you
we,
should be able to.
we have no idea what's going on.
I've got all
Okay,
your
that's
names,
fine.
by the way,
Right, that's
just
fine.
so no one's,
So
we're gonna die, so.
so you see
That's
the.
quite a lot.
I wish I had short rested.
Have you all rolled initiative?
Oh no, actually, none of that.
Go for it.
Ooh, that's big money.
20.
21.
Holy shit.
And he rolled another one of them natural 20s.
Doesn't matter, natural 19.
23.
Okay, so Millie,
It's a dirty 20.
dirty 20. Silas,
23.
23. Niall,
6.
Keth,
21.
Genhorn.
Please don't throw me.
Are you
in
gonna
the
allow
trash.
Genhorn to say anything as a reaction? Or
Yes, I am gonna allow you to
just gonna be
do
like- I'm
something
just gonna-
before initiative. You're gonna have the chance to do something. Say something or
I
do
can't
something.
wait.
Great.
Surrender.
This isn't where I parked my car.
Ranger?
Ranger.
I've just noticed your garden outside is looking a little bit worse for wear.
Brother! Look at He's an imposter.
Don't listen to that Dwargar. He speaks funny.
It's a good job you practice yours, boys.
Tell him if you're really him, you'll grow bigger. And then he can't because he's already done it for today.
And then you do it, cancel your form. You're completely
Yeah.
different, but you're big.
I win!
You're in the shade, in the shadows. It's fine. Might buy it.
No, then they ask you to get bigger. Just come and stand on the stone dance.
Okay, so first
Just walk closer.
is Silas. Silas, what are you doing?
Well, hang on, you said you were going to
No,
give me
first
some-
time.
Oh, sorry.
like-
Yes, Genhorn, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm just gonna casually walk forwards.
Yeah.
The Zentrum send their regards.
Someone wants to die.
So how are you what do you look like?
I look like what's them?
Zemk.
Okay, take Zemk, and you say the
Zentarim.
Zentarim sends their regard. Okay, so put yourself as you walk forward. Put yourself right at the edge. Yeah,
I'm just
yeah, right there.
Pick your guide spot.
You now see perfectly Zem kind of like calling to the figure in the raised dais, and Zem can, as you say that, kind of looks at you. So how short can you look?
3 foot less than me, so I can pretty much get on spot on. I think for what he's got 5 foot, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah, so I just about make it.
Isn't it 1 foot?
3 foot I can do because it's special inherent.
Oh, okay. You can do 3 foot. Okay.
This is 3.
Okay. So yeah. So you look pretty much like him, and as you say that, and you say Zentrim. Let's see.
So what's the new character going to be like?
Things to
mean-
name drop. Your enemies.
You hear.
He's just
Steal
walking
this
into the
tagline.
room by himself without none of us know what's going on.
You hear the voice of the creature there on the raised dais.
You stupid idiot! You have the wrong one anyway. Kill them all.
And we'll see what happens. It is Silas' turn.
Okay, so on hearing him say the send our guards from the other side of the door, I just think, what the hell is going on? So can I move at half speed to move stealthily, just to try and stay hidden,
Yes, you
and
can.
just peek round the door with my hand crossbow and just see what I can see?
Yes, you're a fairly long distance. There is about 20 foot until the where Genhorn is, essentially.
You're like back here.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'll just like...
So you peek around the corner, make a stealth check.
21.
21, okay. You, because there is light in this room, you definitely see the whole scene. You see Grumshan in the middle with Floon and this weird creature with the tiny brain on the
Yeah.
opposite side.
And then I'm just going to hold my action that if the guy with the flame in his hand standing over Floon, if there's anything aggressive, I'm going to just try and shoot him with my hand crossbow.
Okay, you will be about 20 foot until Genhorn, and then another further 25, 30.
So I'll be
you'll
within
be
disadvantage, but I would presumably have advantage from unseen attacker.
Presumably. Keth.
Presumably.
Well, presumably, I have no idea what's going on because I haven't heard
No,
anyone, I
you're
haven't seen anyone.
hearing the voice, because now the door is
but
open.
But
yeah.
what have I heard?
You
Have I
heard,
anything?
you heard what you heard. You heard Genhorn saying,
So I heard him saying that.
Central sense that regards. Yes, you're not that far away from
You
this
do-
hole. You're 20 foot and around the corner. So once the door opens, the sound travels.
I'm gonna turn to the other ones and say, this is not what we planned. And I'm gonna look in the room to see if
Well, yeah.
Silas is there.
So
And Silas, I presume, has gone now.
Yeah, you'd see me like
Okay.
crept up, holding
you're only in the room you are.
But we were in different rooms though. Silas was in the main room where the ooze barricade was, and we were in the other room.
Oh, you were in the other room. Oh, sorry. I
That's
thought.
why.
Okay.
So do we hear anything? Do we know anything?
You would have heard the central sense that regards.
Okay, so I was like, this is not what we planned. And I looked, and I suppose I will see that Silas now moved from the room into
Yeah.
the doorway.
He moves
Yeah,
into
holding
the
the
doorway
crossbow.
around the corner, and
And I'm
kind
just
of
gonna give
peeking.
you a look. This is strange, and I'm just gonna walk over to them. This is not what we planned. And I'm gonna walk behind Silas like quietly, but I'm
Okay.
just not gonna do anything else.
Okay, so you're walking and.
Stealthily as well, but
yeah.
behind him. I mean, just like approaching, going like.
Yeah.
And actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna tap you in the back. What's going on?
I don't know, he walked in there and said something about the Zentrim. I think he lost his mind. I'm just on watch. You know, one of the moves I'm going to shoot. Just
What's in there? Well, I mean, you cannot tell me, I suppose. But
Okay, Millie.
I'm just gonna. I can find a rock on the floor.
Yeah, you can.
I find a rock, cast light on it. I'm gonna give it to Niall, and I'm just gonna walk up next to you.
Okay, so you're all piling up. Essentially, if you remember how the map looks, you're all piling up essentially round the corner, 20 feet away from where Genhol
When
is.
doing Chinese whispers. There's entrance and then
And it's now René's turn. And René, hearing what is heard, and knowing that they have the wrong person, that Flu will be there, he's going to just run forward into you
Attack of opportunity.
and try to. He cannot push. He can actually push past you.
I do my best to stop him because.
Okay, so grapple of opportunity.
I can't help him.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, I don't have to help him. It's fine. She's
You
a-
as soon
she's a
as
natural
as soon as he's
grappler.
trying to push past you, you immediately go boom. You put your hand out, and it kind of like your elbow hits him in the stomach, and he goes poof,
It's the second time.
and you're just there like a rock, and he looks at you super confused at this point. Okay.
That's for us.
And it is now the creature in the Dias turn. And
Days or dies?
Dias.
Days.
It's gonna grab the brain in its hand. You can pronounce it in two different ways.
Yeah.
Dias or Days.
Don't tell us. Correct the dungeon master. What a mistake.
The
Good dice is good.
grabs the brain in the hand and just throws it, and it goes. It kind of falls spinning in the air.
That's rude.
Yeah, falls into the ground there, and kind of like with the claws aims straight at the direction you're coming from, and will go skittering across the ground. He moves 40 feet, please.
Oh, Jesus. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40.
But he did say it was going in zigzags, so.
It's good knowing you're going on.
Yeah, he cannot get there. He has to dash.
No, I know.
No, just saying.
He can get to. Is it gonna dash?
Let me see what he's gonna do.
Because it's 10 feet away from Genhorn.
It is 10 feet away.
Yeah.
But
Let me count. 5, 10, 15,
It can't
20,
confirm how many
25,
feet away
30,
he is.
35. Right. So he threw it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, it's 10 feet away.
is it small? Or
It
tiny?
is tiny.
Okay.
And he will target a creature you can see within 10 feet
It can't actually see me though, because I'm not actually.
of it that has a brain. Do you have a brain?
Shit.
Okay.
Well, I mean that's debatable.
Make an intelligence saving throw as you suddenly feel this creature magic kind of like trying to enter your brain.
As it scuttles, can I take my reaction to try and shoot it? Because I was
He
posted
was
up with my
holding- he was holding
crossbow
his action.
ready.
Yeah, you were holding in case Grandshot did anything.
Oh, that's true.
But he did do something.
No, that's
he
the
didn't.
other guy.
The
Oh,
other
he's
guy
the other
did.
guy, okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm. I guess
Yeah, but
that's
I'm
true.
on the surely like holding an action like an attack on the actual situation of the battlefield changing, you can still react to.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would see this little thing as much of a threat as the big.
No, in fact, from where you are,
Brain with legs.
It's very hard to see. 'cause
it's
tiny.
very hard to see because it's a tiny creature skittering across the room, and Gramshar is
Yeah.
a big half
With a
orc.
Come on,
Yeah, yeah.
come on, Glenarm. No.
12.
You got advantage on. You got advantage on. Not advantage.
Plus 1d4.
Oh, I've got.
No, that's.
You got guidance.
So that's resistance.
So-
yeah.
What was the total? 12.
12.
You managed to resist it by the skin of your 12 teeth.
Druids have.
As
Intelligence,
this magic is kind of like piercing your skull, the brain stopping its track, and it's kind of like almost crouching, almost ready to jump onto your face, but it's doing some weird thing. It's vibrating, and you're feeling pressure inside your hair, but you manage to like pull yourself together and resist it.
It's like a Half-Life crap or something.
And it's now your turn getting home. Everyone else roll like really shit.
Just squish it, man. Squish it.
I'm
Step
gonna.
You're good at smashing frames,
Fucking
you remember?
on it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do something stupid.
Wait.
You already have.
I was.
Oh no, he
Something
did his
even
thing
more
with that.
stupid. So Floon looks like alive still, yeah?
Floon appears to be alive.
Is he grappled by this guy or is he just on the floor?
Yeah, he's grappled. He has it. He has like one hand on Floon.
Come on, big guy. This is your time to shine.
No, he blew it. He blew that.
Blue mallet.
Well,
This
he's
is time to
getting,
not
he's getting
die.
a second chance now.
Alright, I'm gonna use my hidden step.
Hidden step. So
Yeah.
you can.
So I turn invisible.
Hadn't you used it
No,
already?
I didn't because we get really.
Oh, okay. Sure. Go for it.
Does that break you? Disguise self. Is that
That's
what-
Yeah.
not concentration.
Disguise self's not
Okay, cool.
concentration,
Okay,
so.
yeah.
And I'm gonna hidden step over there.
Okay, so you go invisible, walk around the tiny brain
Yeah.
next to the half orc ant. So hidden step is a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try and like grab his, well,
Penis?
penis. Yeah.
Oh,
So he's only grappled. I'm just gonna wait there. But I'm gonna hold my action to sort of try and grab Floon if I get the chance to, like if the other guy lets go, essentially.
My brain turns out to have
Okay.
true sight or something.
So
Wait, this guy what it does.
Gramshar was looking at you as this creature sends the brain, and as it sees you going invisible.
Wait, I rolled the same as him. Initiative.
Yeah, but what's your dexterity?
Did he roll the same as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He may go, Dungeon Master.
I assume so. So he doesn't have a lot. He has +1. What do you have? He has +1.
I mean, mine's probably plus enough.
Well, I have 0, so you
Or
should have gone
minus.
for me then.
Well,
Too late now.
It's just too used to you having that +6 dex.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a 0.
Okay, so let's say that Gramshar was surprised by your hidden step, and he will drop Floon onto the ground and take. He will take 2 steps back.
10 feet, you mean?
2 steps.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay, well there.
And then he will cast some kind of mage armor spell. Some kind.
As I see him just about to cast a spell, so I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm gonna shoot him. That's my phone for
Okay.
So before he cut, because he's
Yeah,
presumably
he
gonna
goes.
do that, so I'm gonna just shoot.
Okay,
Before it.
with, you have advantage, but disadvantage.
Yeah. Oh, it's a natural one.
You go, and the ball goes sideways totally and hit the wall, probably like 10 feet away from you. Like, pong.
Yeah, now he doesn't know where it came from.
No, you become visible to
Neither do you.
the moment you attack. So it's now Niall's turn.
I mean, you saw him shoot it now. Actually, then you're a little bit behind, yeah.
I thought karma would be on our side after letting that dwarf go. I felt good about it, and I'll stand up. And then he said that.
Wait, you did?
You don't know.
You have no idea
You
what's
have no idea that
I
it was.
thought we heard him say that. You said.
The
No.
Zentrim says that.
But we don't know that
Oh,
the
him
dwarf.
yeah, sorry, yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I thought you were saying that the dwarf said that.
Until I heard him say that, I thought it was going to go really well. And then I will
Join the.
casually walk to the door in a huff.
This is more.
Yeah. Right now it's a bit crowded. Put him on the other side. Yeah. It's a bit crowded there. But yeah.
Oh god.
Shit,
It's
that's
now-
brain. I got -1 intelligence.
Zen.
Wait,
and
you
then
were
Kranz.
holding your action, weren't you? So you
Yeah.
kill.
Oh yeah.
You let go.
Is that like an attack if I grab him? Will that
Yeah, it's a
really?
grapple attack.
Yeah.
It's an attack.
I won't do it then. I'll just not.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you will become visible if you wanna grab, if you wanna like
Okay.
pick someone up or carry
And
them.
Flume would freak the fuck out if
I did want to.
visible
Giant.
suddenly.
Hello. Am I dead?
Okay, I'll. Back next turn. No, I'm just gonna stay invisible for now.
Okay, so it's now Zem's turn, and Zem is gonna
He just saw himself.
Sorry, there's one thing that I forgot to do. So move the big mind flare
Yeah. Oh, is that one?
next to Zemk. Because after releasing the brain, he just moved there. And Zemk and
see.
Krentz are
Did you catch
gonna.
his name?
Zemk is gonna
Yeah.
walk into the room.
Mhm.
Move,
I've got a couple
move
of
Zemk
notes, but,
into the room.
Next
There,
one.
kind of like protecting the mind flare. Kind
Oh,
of,
taking the mind play, yeah.
yeah, moving in front of it. And Krentz, you don't know what he's doing. Just get it out there for the time being.
Can I sort of like delay my hell reaction till the end of the turn?
What was your trigger even? Your trigger was if ground
Basically,
shark.
I want to get an opportune moment to try and pick up Flume was the idea.
Yeah, but you
But
cannot use
You
your
can, but you
movements.
cannot move.
Yeah, I know I
his,
can't
his
move.
trigger was when he lets him go.
But it was the fact that then it was more, yeah.
Yeah, he did let Flume go, so you may pick up. You may choose to use your held action if you want.
Because now everyone's kind of like moving and stuff. I'm just gonna be like, right, quick, just get him. Can I try and pick him up and put him on my shoulders, basically?
Are you gonna make yourself what?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So the moment,
He's gonna launch at some point.
the thing is,
Like doing your movement.
the thing is,
unless you get to move.
if they may do different things. Is they know you're there. And you said you wouldn't do it, so you stay
Okay,
busy.
Let's,
okay,
let's
I'll-
play on.
I'll
Let's
just
play on.
okay,
This is
sorry,
dragging
sorry,
otherwise.
So back to Cyrus.
Do I now see the little thing in front?
Yes, you see it because everyone moved around.
And it's what, like 40 feet from me?
You are about.
No, it should be much closer now.
It's 20 to the entrance to the room,
Yeah.
plus whatever.
Yeah, so it's 45 feet from me.
Really? How far away are we from the entrance?
20 feet from the start of the map.
Oh, we are 20 feet from the start of the map.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like another 20 foot here.
Shit.
To get to here, it's like 30 foot.
This is incredible. We're gonna die. I'm just gonna back into the room where everyone is. because
Well,
I
you
don't
can't because everyone.
Oh yeah.
So remember that
everyone's
there is a single file hallway, and now everyone is piling up behind you.
So I'm gonna reload my thing. Oh, that happens between turns, doesn't it? Reload.
Yeah,
I
have
don't know.
between turns.
Where I don't know where Genhorn just went. It just disappeared. Will I recognise? Do I know the creature at all? Or do I just see like a little brain?
Make a nature check.
No.
Yeah.
There's a tiny brain scattering around. I'm just gonna see if I can shoot it, but
There was a tiny brain scattering it. What do I know?
What do you roll?
Kenku's a gun.
Oh shit, there's Kenku's.
What for the attack?
No, for what did you roll for nature?
Oh, like 5.
Okay. It's just so I can keep it then. You need to announce all your rolls.
Sorry, yeah. It was nothing. So it's 5 total. I don't know what else to do. Just gonna try and shoot. Actually, can I see this opening?
Yeah, you can see in the left. You see 3 openings on the left. And then, yep.
Actually, I'm just gonna. Can I just try and hide where I am again? Just kind of put my silhouette into the door frame and reload the crossbow.
Yes, you may hide again.
Just do that. That's a bad attempt, though. That is an 8 stealth,
Okay.
and I'll just. That's my action because it's a hide.
Okay, Keth.
What are you doing? Where's Genhorn? What's in there?
I have no idea. It seems to be a big half orc, some tentacle thing. There's the dwarf again. Zent's there, and it's not Kenhorn.
Jesus. Alright.
He's gone.
What do you mean? We cannot live in there.
I mean, he's gone. I don't know where he is.
Okay. Everyone, let's just barge in. Otherwise, Genhorn is dead, Flun's dead. I'm going in. And I'm just gonna go inside and...
At this point, Renair says behind you, "Yes! Time to fight!"
Turns out he's actually a badass. Yeah, but he's
I'll let
not.
go of his arm.
He looks at you. Time to fight, huh? Yeah? Okay.
yeah, I'm just gonna go in. I guess I'll see some things.
Yes, so you're gonna run forward
Yeah,
Few-
am
20
I?
foot there, up to there, and at that point you see everything that's going on. You see the big creature, and you recognize immediately what that horrible creature at the back near the dais is.
And how far am I from the brain?
You are, well,
You're 15 feet.
15 feet.
After using all my movement, after using how much?
That's after using 30 feet.
No, well, he
Oh, wait, no,
needs to
sorry.
go past you,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
costs double.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So
you
you're-
use your 30.
You're 30 to get to the start of the.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna run forward and just gonna get right next to the brain.
So, okay,
And I'm just gonna.
next to the brain.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You can move in his turn, what are you gonna do? And I'm just gonna shout, there's a fucking brain here, just fucking kill it before it kills me.
You would know what that is.
Yeah. Please kill it before it
Okay.
kills me. Hang on, wait. Did he say brain?
You know what that is, and you.
I'm actually gonna move like I'm gonna not flank him, but put
Yeah,
like
yeah,
on
move
the
around
sides
it,
just so
around
that
it.
everyone else
You
can
kind of
see
like-
it. Like yeah,
move, aiming its frontal lobe
yeah. Oh God.
towards you.
I'm gonna die.
Millie.
You're gonna die.
I'm gonna run out there.
So move.
Can I get to there?
I would say so. Yes, probably because of where you were in the like you.
Give him brain freeze.
Brain freeze.
Brain freeze. Okay.
Where am I? Yes. Dirty 20.
Knows it.
Non-natural 20.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's 8 points of cold damage.
Hmm.
Minus 10 to move.
Nice.
Okay, so 8 points of cold damage as you go. Ray of frost. You the
I
rain kind of
recognize
like
what it is now.
hit. It kind of like makes it tumble, but goes and it's back into its clawed feet, and it's looking at you with frontal lobe.
Get ahead, Millicent.
What else are you missing?
Everyone else, please.
Okay.
Something.
So you go. At the moment, the Gramshar, the half orc, the moment he sees you cast magic, goes.
Sorry, I forgot about this because this is a new thing, but I'm just gonna grab my buckler, the one that I bought.
So you're gonna bonus action activate
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna
buckler.
go.
Okay, go. So you essentially use your bonus action to kind of like put it in your defensive stance.
If I see that
That'd be
reaction
good
from
against the
Gamsha, I'm
intelligence.
gonna just scowl at him.
Okay.
It was an intense move.
Okay, you're having a duel of looks.
Do I recognise the half orc in the same way that I recognise him?
No.
Okay.
He's probably not old enough. René is gonna dash into the room. So he's gonna go 30
Right
feet.
next to me.
30
Yes.
feet. Yes, it's gonna right next to the brain.
I got a 50%.
And he grabs with his rapier and dagger. He barges into the room. Let me just actually.
He's got cannon action. He's got cannon action, Renner. He's a rogue. He's a dashing rogue.
Sneak attack crit. Let's go.
Oh,
As you get brain juice splattered over you.
I got minus 1 to my saving throw. if
I've got
the thing attacks me.
I mean, I just made it with +3.
Oh wait, no, I've got +4 because they've got provisions.
Alright. I mean, I'm hiding
know.
behind a wall
I
and I
know
got
what
+4.
I don't know
I
where
got
he
plus
is.
0.
He disappeared.
Yeah, yeah.
I have no reason to run into that room and get myself killed.
he's actually
Well.
gonna dash as a bonus action.
Yeah!
Get into and he's shouting, "Fool, I'm coming for you!" He's gonna run all the way. He cannot make it to
Well,
the.
he's got a brain in the middle again here.
Yeah, but he doesn't care about the brain. He
But
cares
I've
about
been
food.
shouting about the brain.
Is he not freaked out about the brain? I was
Yeah.
freaked out about the brain. That's the only reason I hit the brain, which is scary.
And I did
Um,
say, let's kill the brain.
He could trample on the
Let's
brain.
not. And
on
this
his
is
way.
like when football players surround a referee.
He's gonna.
You all off.
He is gonna dash. Yes.
Where? I mean, you tell me.
He's gonna totally ignore. So, wait, he moved, let's say, 10, 15, 20, 30, 15. So he can get to right next to Genhorn with the bonus action dash.
To hear.
Yeah. He's gonna take an attack opportunity from the brain. Because, why not? He doesn't care about the brain. And that's
Right?
I did it when the thingies came.
not gonna hit. He managed to. Keth, as René kind of like runs past you. The brain tries to claw at it, and he's
at it?
very claw.
He's got claws. He's got little
I
legs.
told you, four stumpy clawed feet, and he tries to use its claw at it, and he's very like light-footed, kind of like jumps, dodges one end, jumps over the brain, and manages to avoid the claw. Gets next to Genhorn, and he's gonna throw a dagger at Gramsha.
Not just any dagger.
He's gonna throw your dagger,
Roll the red dice.
and he rolls a 4.
That wasn't my dagger.
He goes. It flies not true.
You can have it back.
He probably hit me with it.
There's a Floon, and he's standing essentially right next to Floon, putting one foot on each side of the body. It's now the Mind Flayer's turn.
Yay!
And the Mind Flayer,
He looks like he's backing out the room.
seeing this situation, it's gonna.
Drop a nice big AoE.
Synaptic static.
Come on, let's have it.
It's gonna cast. It's gonna look at you, Keth.
Can't spell. I don't have it.
He's got a Lord of Nero in
It's
front of
yeah, but he's gonna look at you, Keth. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
You've got this. You've got this.
Big money.
It's
Small change.
11.
11.
Proficiency. That's
You
quite
feel its beguiling influence. Suddenly, its alien mind inside your head. And you recognize almost this. It's not your first rodeo with these creatures, and you hate them with a passion. And as it dominates your mind and your head, and you turn around, looking at Millie, with the intention of closing off that gap where enemies are pulling in from. And he disappears.
Dominate.
Dominate. And it's now the tiny brain's turn, and the tiny brain,
Fortunately, now the tiny brain is not going to ignore me, I hope.
the tiny brain,
Keep dropping hits.
Lord Rainier's. Oh wait, might have blindsight. You're invisible.
actually, yeah. How far he is from Renair and Genhorn?
10 feet
10
from
feet.
both.
Okay.
I'm still invisible though.
Oh, you're invisible.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. it can perceive any sentient creature within 300 feet.
Of course it can.
300 feet! Must have known we were coming for.
You can detect sentience. It will. Let's see. It will target one of Millicent, Genhorn, or Renair. He won't target you.
Because I'm a pal.
So what are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So yes, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and Renair 5, 6. And it's 1, 2. Make an intelligence saving throw.
We would have to move to
That's a
get.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the brain kind of vibrates in your general direction.
Does this have to be within 10 feet, yeah?
Yeah, it moves.
Okay, so it moves. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it moves. It moves. And you go, you feel it trying to pierce your brain, but you resist it. Does this action? Oh, wait, no.
Jesus.
It will, before, so where was it? It was right next to,
It was here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it moved 10 feet to here.
okay, moving next to Millicent. It's gonna also make an attack, a claw attack against you. It claws you as it tries to like get. That's 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Oh shit, we're gonna kill Millicent.
I can't let us level up before we did that. So many.
And you
believe the
take
amount of shit I've done.
6 points. 6 points of slashing damage as it claws your ankle and it cuts open, like it tears open a piece of your skin in your ankle. Okay. It's now Genhorn's turn.
I'm out. I'm gonna Floon. Because my sort of sense.
Yeah. You're back in the room.
Floon, I'm gonna pick you up. Don't. Is he kind of sort of conscious or?
He at this point he's unconscious.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick him up there with my shoulder,
Okay, so you pick him up.
and I'm gonna take him and walk into this room.
Okay.
How
Right
much-
now, when you pick him through, he says, "Yes, I'll cover your retreat."
It's gonna look really weird though, because he's gonna be on my shoulders, and I saw it like a dwarf. So it's gonna
Yeah.
be like floating in the air.
Yeah, he's gonna float in there. Okay. So
So,
essentially,
how much is he-
you're walking like this, but Flun is up here.
How
so
much is
he's
he?
floating over the top of your hand.
How much does he weigh?
He's not too heavy. He's probably about 70 kilos.
Okay, so kilos, not pounds. Okay.
So about 140,
Ah, okay,
15
so-
pounds.
I'm slightly encumbered then, so I'll be a little bit slower. So yeah, I can just about make it to that door, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whenever you're carrying someone, it's no encumbrance. You move at half speed.
But what about his giants thing?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he'd be
because of-
fine,
yeah.
right?
I've got 80 pounds spare of weight, but I think
Yeah.
I probably would just be slightly encumbered.
Okay, so that's your turn. It is now Gramshaw's turn, and Gramshaw, seeing this situation here, he's gonna take 2 steps to the left and diagonal there, and he's gonna go and running hands to Renera and you, Genhorn. He's gonna try to get
Oh.
both of you into his cone.
Does he get me as well?
It probably gets you. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
But not me.
Not you. You're
No,
definitely
yeah.
too far away. It's only 15 foot. The cone.
It doesn't get you either.
Yeah.
Okay, so make a dexterity saving throw.
I think I'm
please.
encumbered there, but whatever.
Fire goes round cover.
You get +2.
Ooh, 19.
19.
Natural 19.
Get
Yeah.
half damage or?
Yeah, you get half damage.
So I'm not going to die this
Well,
round.
I
but
think my next
round.
character is gonna be
So you
Eagle.
take 5 points of fire damage.
Betrayal.
Yeah, 10.
I would have been dead otherwise.
Okay.
So what?
I mean,
Be more alive.
do you think after like the
Use
last
better
campaign where
words
we
to
actually
begin
like
with.
survived,
Renea takes
he
also
just thought,
5.
I'm going to give him a
Mind
level of
flayers,
characters,
like,
I'm going to kill him at level one.
Gramshaw does a burning hand. My all, I've got them all. And then it's now Niall's turn.
Get in here!
Can I physically kick this brain and then it will actually go
You're
somewhere?
nowhere near. You don't even know where the
Yeah, but
brain
I'm
is.
gonna walk in. I'm
Okay,
gonna walk
so
in.
Casually
to walk
walking.
in, you need to go past
Walking.
2 people.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have
No,
to.
one.
Just one. He can get next to me. So you would
Yeah,
be
you
in
can
range.
get there.
Oh yeah, you can get there. Yeah.
Yes.
That's walking.
So if I can I
Do
actually
you want to kick it?
can I treat it like a football?
It is an arm strike.
But will it actually move?
No.
You don't know.
You can do
I
a
mean,
shove attack.
I mean, Niall would know if he kicked someone, he would move on much.
Yeah.
It's not the first time I've kicked
Yeah.
something.
The thing is, it's not football. It is a living
Babies.
creature.
I think this is the time to be optimal.
This is
Unless
the first
we-
time I've
unless
kicked a
we-
brain.
We all want to die.
It'd be great though.
You're fine, Mr. Betrayer.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm fine until we're all of you are dead, and then I'm like, okay, I'm dead too.
I was gonna use my warhammer with 2 hands. No, I'll
you
just
can take an action to
just
take a shield.
I'll use it with one hand. I'll just walk up to the brain and slam it with a warhammer.
1 second, because
No.
one thing I didn't realize. One thing I didn't realize. If the creature is fighting you for dominate monster, you have advantage on the saving throw. So roll again.
That's a 16 plus 3.
You resisted it.
Alright. I'm gonna die with you!
I just if you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting it, it has advantage. I could totally have forgotten about it. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So
I'm
you-
very happy. I would have been able. Okay,
Yeah.
I would have been able to get an opportunity to attack on the brain, but we'll leave it at that.
He could have
I'm
attacked
happy,
you,
I'm
though,
happy
he
with
could
Yeah,
that.
because the brain didn't attack you.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I'm doing the same thing.
You're attacking the brain
Yes.
You're trying to kick
with a
No,
kick.
No, warhammer.
Warhammer. You're trying to squash it.
Do it like a golf swing or croquet or something.
Straight back. And that's 9 plus the 4.
13.
Sorry, I was just.
13.
We're all-
Okay, yeah, you hit.
I don't know what's happening. I think I'm like a
28.
bloody bump.
Plus 2.
I'm back, buddy, I'm back.
I'm not,
6.
I'm not dominated, I'm
6
not gonna
points
kill
of
my-
damage. Okay, so you go and you squish one of its clawed leg, like you think you break something like a joint. and it's now aiming the frontal lobe at you. It's the eyes. He doesn't have eyes.
Why is everything disgusting down here?
He kind of like. That was your turn. It's now Zemk's turn, and Zemk is gonna run towards Renee. And is gonna hit him with his war pick.
His best shot. No.
And that's 17 that hits. So Renea
We're
gets.
gonna lose Renee. We're gonna lose that money. Well,
Renea
we're
takes
gonna lose our
10
lives.
points. Ooh, I roll an 8 in damage.
Man, if that
10
hits me,
points
I'm
of
down.
piercing damage. And as you manage to see the war pick kind of go into his shoulder. And Renea is still trying to like keep them all at bay. Isn't and Krentz appears. Krentz
Oh,
Move me
appears in the door.
up.
Appear in the door.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Yeah.
That's the brain there.
And he's gonna take a crossbow shot at Renea, which is right next to it.
Oh, yeah, Renee.
Half cover.
what did we do to you?
Shane
gave you a dice.
That's 16. It misses. You're not supposed to fire all the people at the same time, but you send them away. But it misses and disappears back, so you cannot see him. Kind of like took a step out, took a shot, and then disappeared. And it's now Silas' turn.
I'll run down. If everyone's going to fight. And I'll run to here, then see everyone beating up this brain. Just be like, brain! Just try and slash it with a short sword. Oh, 10?
10 does not hit. You go, and the brain kind of with its broken leg, it jumps out of the way.
Second attack.
Yep,
Come on.
11.
does not hit.
Oh my goodness.
Chung, chung, you hit the floor, the ground. Chung, chung, sparks twice. As
Christ.
the brain suddenly agile jumps out of the way.
My 2
I
worst
know.
rolls.
I thought I never would say that sentence in my life. What are you doing? You're staying there.
Yeah, I guess
Right.
so.
Keth, you managed to resist. Oh, it was your
Beat
turn.
the
It would have been great. But you managed to
Wow,
resist.
it would have been great. And someone would have died.
And you see Gramshar and Zemk now engaging Renee. Genhorn running with Floon out of the way. The brain jumping about. What do you do?
I'm just gonna shout again. Genhorn, get rid of that goddamn body and just come here, join the fray. And I'm just gonna run towards this guy, and I'm just gonna fucking. I'm gonna
The Gramshar
I'm gonna do. Right, yeah, Gramshar, you are going to die, you son of a bitch.
turns around,
I'm
look at
gonna
you.
Curse. That's curse.
Oh,
Curse.
okay. So you do your Hexblade curse.
Nice.
And
Looks at you and prepares a spell. Starts
I'm
preparing
gonna
some
go-
kind of magic.
oh shit, I got my little buckler, so it's a 1d8 if I hit. It's a one-handed.
Okay.
Probably hit. 18.
Why is getting ready to cast shield?
Oh yeah, shit, it's got shield.
And he will cast shield as he was preparing it. He goes, as you go, he had mage armor plus shield plus 1 dexterity.
Yeah, I misses.
So, and the energy kind of like stops your hit.
And I'm gonna turn around. Salas, a spellcaster!
Millie, it's your turn.
Alright, I mean,
I'm in it, I'm
I'm
in
having
it.
trouble with the brain, apparently.
I'm gonna jump on top of this brain with my dagger and pull it from a boot. I'm gonna go for an attack,
Okay,
and that's a 6 to hit.
sit with the dagger. So you go with the dagger, hit the ground. The
It's
brain
just
is now
too small.
jumping around.
This looks like a good
Three
animation.
people to get a brain, we can't do it.
It is Renee's turn. Renee sees you appearing and goes, "Yes, take care of him!" And he's gonna make Renee kind of, and you can see that he has the form of a duelist, of someone that learned in the noble circus like a fencer, but suddenly goes into a whirlwind of attacks. He's gonna make 3 attacks.
Oh, with disadvantage.
Alright.
Uh,
No, that's only for ability.
Oh,
checks.
it's level 1, isn't he? Yeah.
Goes
Thank
ching,
God.
ching, with 2 with the rapier, 1 with the dagger. The dagger is gonna be this one. That hits. That's a natural 20 and a natural 1. So he got natural 20 rapier and
That's
a hit
decent.
with the dagger.
2d8. Stab that dwarf
So
in
who's
the
he
face.
attacking? The Duergar?
Yeah,
or
no,
the
he's
magician?
attacking the Duergar, the one that war picked him. So it's 2d8.
Maybe I should have attacked the Duergar so I get the hit points back after he dies.
15.
I don't know what's in there. Oh, you guys can't see that.
Just this lonely ranger. Of course you don't want to know what's in there.
Plus.
Tie a rope around it. Then die.
We're in the set.
And you see, Kev, that as he goes, one of them hits the war pick. He uses that momentum and just stick the war pick right into the Duergar's chest and goes, and then with the dagger in the neck, and it's kind of like holding him there, and he expects the Duergar to just fall over as he takes the blades out, but the Duergar kind of, it's almost, he's holding barely as he's holding together barely as the blood kind of starts dripping all over his leather jerkin, and the Duergar is wide eye open, like totally surprised at this
Yeah,
fucker.
right.
That was his turn,
Not very
and it
well
is
with
now the brain turn. Woo! And the brain is kind of like jumping about. How many people are? He has
Three.
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 Yeah, it's all you three around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Dare you?
4.
Dare you? Call me.
Make an intelligence
No.
saving throw.
Call me. Call me, please.
No, he told you afterwards.
Call me. My brain. What is it? A plus? I don't want to know. Plus 1.
So it's 10.
No.
10.
10. Don't. Do it.
Oh shit, he rolled 2 die.
So you take 11 psychic damage.
What?
I'm not sure he's got 11 hit points.
How many hit points you got? 10.
You suddenly feel this wave of psychic energy overpowering your brain, and
Does that count as an attack?
yes,
Can I do something before I pass out?
what,
We got a
what?
reaction.
Well,
Wrath of Storms?
it's Wrath of the Storm. Is that possible?
No, because
You're no longer conscious.
you're no longer conscious.
It's when a creature within 5 feet
Reaction.
that you can see.
Yeah, but you need to be
You
conscious.
need
and
to
have
be
the
conscious to
reaction.
take reactions.
Yeah.
As the psychic energy consumes you from inside, you are like in pain, and I'm gonna roll 3d6. This is the intelligence that gets devoured.
You don't have to.
Hmm?
It's a choice.
3d6.
We're level 1.
Why do you hate us?
3d6.
I don't want to play
Potato now,
D&D
mate.
anymore. Can we just play like instead of something? I just.
I need. Sorry, I don't need anything. What's your intelligence score?
What was your intelligence score?
Yeah, exactly.
What is your intelligence score?
This is gonna be so fun.
Oh, good. This is just. Yeah, no, 12.
12. Your score is reduced to 0,
Oh fuck.
and you are stunned on top of being unconscious.
Wow.
But you're alive. Your intelligence you are being reduced to a comatose vegetable.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Um,
Everything's good. I won't care about germs anymore.
you see as suddenly this brain kind
Well, I
of
don't see this.
vibrates again. You
Myelin and Millicent and
Millicent and Silas, you both see as this creature vibrates, brrr, and suddenly Niall goes, and just falls to the ground like a sack of potatoes.
the same intelligence as a sack of potatoes. I would say.
so
Again,
do it to a minus.
you're up.
Can you do minus?
So
Three?
Floon even looks like he's still alive, right? He just looks like he's unconscious,
That's right.
He looks like he's unconscious.
but he's not dead.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna put him gently just down on the floor. Here out the way. gonna weigh up both sides of this. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna come up here and try and just smash this thing with my. Let's get my quarter staff out.
You take your quarter staff out.
And just try and smash him.
You smash who?
The brain.
The brain.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Do I get? He's not looking at me. This is he gonna? He's
Are
usually.
you casting? No, you're not casting.
I don't have that now. It's just a normal.
Yep.
I'm behind him. Is he gonna turn or?
Yeah, you will have advantage. I mean, you all have it like super flank now. So
Okay. 15.
that hits.
Oh, you're down, aren't
4.
you?
Okay.
Wait, do you have a shield?
Hmm?
Do you have a shield?
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get to.
Okay, you go and boom, smash it with your with your quarter staff. It kind of like sinks a bit into his fleshy brain structure, and it is now Gramshar's turn, and he's gonna look at you. And
I'm not even falling probably.
You can't.
Because of your pain.
You don't understand how. You're not a fool in this anymore.
He's unconscious.
he has
I'm not
he's a bit
dribbling.
of an idiot.
He's a bit of an idiot.
He goes
He already cast.
and cast a
spell.
second burning hands. He
Oh
has
my
another
God.
slot. He's level 1.
How many did he get? The goddamn wizards.
He has 2 slots.
Yeah, but
Well,
you
what about
cast
shield?
Lucas is trying to kill us.
What about mage armor?
Goddamn.
And he casts mage armor.
Armor.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that's correct. Those are the 3 slots. That's done. He's gonna cast a fireball with disadvantage because you're next to it.
I'm so glad to hear the T at the end of that word.
Yeah, he goes and throws the fireball at you with disadvantage. He has 11 and 11. So plus 4, that's 15.
Oh, I got my buckler out. 16.
Okay, basically what happens is that you see it and you put your backer and it just splashes against it.
10 dragons. That was the best investment I've ever made.
Okay, and he's super annoyed at you. He's staying there, he doesn't want to get hit with opportunity attacks. Niall, please make a death saving throw.
Yay!
17.
17. Okay, you take a success.
Doesn't he get his
I mean,
advantage because you got
everything-
intelligence 0?
No.
To be honest, nothing's a success.
it is Zem's turn.
It's a failure if I live after this.
And it is Zemk, and Zemk is gonna war pick.
I'm not going to anyone.
Ooh, that hits.
Fuck, I hope he doesn't die. They don't have fucking Renair.
9 points to Renair.
He does hit well. He does hit. He does.
Renair, another war pick wound as they are kind of embroiling fight, but Zem is on the losing side of this. But Krent came out of it and is gonna take a shot at Renair with the light crossbow that misses and then goes back in. Krent is
Does it
useless.
miss by 2?
No, he rolled a 6. And it's now your turn, Silas. You see just Niall go rigid and just face plant into the ground, to the dirty, dirty ground.
He's
Kill the brain!
It's
Yeah, just
unkillable.
slice the brain again. Have we got advantage at this point, we're saying?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Because we're all around it.
Do I get my intelligence back if I
13.
If you keep the brain.
eat the brain? If I eat the brain.
How do you feed it to him?
Mothlight.
That hits.
Whoa! And
This is
sneak
Here
attack.
comes the airplane.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay.
It's a fucking brain. How many points it
I don't know,
got?
it does have a surprising amount of hit points.
More than my character's brain.
You realize that all your attacks
Doing
aren't
half
quite
damage.
doing the same damage that you would expect as you pierce it with it and it kind of like the brain almost molds around the weapon as you hit it. What is the
And then I'll go for my second attack then
go
on
for
it.
it?
Great. 20.
Yeah.
But non-natural. And 2 more points of damage.
Okay. It's looking pretty hurt. Very, very hurt at this point.
He's got a headache.
Wait.
He should have been dead 3 rounds ago.
No.
The brain was in my imagination!
Because there was some
Ah.
some magic damage that I counted wrong.
Millicent.
So that last attack would have killed it before.
No,
Oh.
it's still alive, but it's bleeding brain matter all over the place.
Can someone?
It's you, Keth.
Someone tend to
Time to
him.
push it to the limit. Push it to the limit.
It's you, Keth.
I'm gonna get a little kiss to my buckler. Just gonna hit this guy again.
Okay, go for
Push
it.
it to the limit.
Come shot.
Grumshot. You haven't hit Grumshot.
I have not, no, and I don't think I have any
Simple
anyway.
man. 12. Simple needs.
No, 12 doesn't hit with his mage armor. You go
Nothing.
nothing.
I don't think there's any point in
And
going
it's
back.
it's now
bringing him back.
Millie's turn. Millie, you know that your magic is what has affected this thing the most so far.
I'm gonna cast Healing Hands on him, and then I'm gonna jump on top of this brain.
So you cast Healing Hands on.
on Nile.
What does it do?
Gives him 1 hit point.
Gives you 1 hit point. Okay. Suddenly you go. And you're stunned.
You're stupid as hell.
I'm stunned and
Yeah,
stupid.
go.
So I just want to
Put
try
me
and jump on
down.
it. That was my action, was to heal it.
Yeah, you just okay. You're gonna just trying to jump it, and it kind of like scurries around. You cannot quite stomp onto it, and it is now Renee's turn. Renee is gonna make a rapier attack against Zemk. Here's 1 hit, and that's enough to kill Zemk. As he goes, falls to the ground, and with the other 2 rapier and dagger, is going to attack the other guy, and they are both going to hit, because it's a 14 and 15 I rolled, so yeah. So it's 24 1d8 plus 4 each. So it's 5 plus 8, 13 points of damage. And Gramsha is looking horribly hurt. Not quite dead, but horribly hurt. And it is now
The brain.
the brain's turn. The brain.
Who's joining me? Come on. It's a good exclusive club.
You're not down anymore. I brought you up.
No, I mean,
Oh,
stupid. Who wants to be stupid?
that was so much fun.
Even that was too smart.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and you.
I mean, you can't see
Okay,
me
1,
though.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he's moving,
I know,
moving
right.
around. So, let's see. 5. Intelligence roll.
16.
16. You resist.
Oh, 15, sorry.
You resist the horrible influence in your brain.
Very smart.
And Genhorn. Oh, sorry. And he makes a claw attack against you. That's 18 to hit.
Will hit me. I've resisted the brain attack.
You take 5 points of slashing
I'm being
damage. Slashing
clawed.
damage.
The clawing bit is
5 points of slashing damage as he manages to also like hurt you in your knee. He jumps and hurts you in your knee. Genhorn, you're up.
I am
So
gonna
what
try
will
and eat this thing.
This guy died.
You're gonna eat it.
Can I do it?
He got
Bite
slashed
it.
like by Rennet.
You're gonna
What
bite
about
it.
Millicent?
So that's an
healed
alarm.
him 1 hit point, so
Nah, I'm
he's
just gonna.
not
Okay,
dying anymore,
go for
but
it.
He's still.
Yeah, brain dead.
I remember when I had those.
Ooh,
Now you
19.
don't know what needs
I
are.
don't know what they are.
19, that hits.
Come on. Oh, actually, can I do it two-handed? Can't I? Like,
Yeah, you
right.
can.
Actually, I've
No,
got
no,
a
you got a
shield.
shield in your hand.
Oh, you've got a shield. So he's
Stupid
1d6.
shield.
Yeah, that's why you need a buckler.
Ooh, 6 total.
6 total.
Yeah,
So that's 3.
yeah.
You smash the brain into the ground, and just pieces of brain matter splatter all around you.
Is he alright?
I have no idea.
It is now Gramshar's turn. That was really hurt by Renee. And we look at you, we look at Renee, and he's gonna disengage and run.
You son of a bit.
1, 2, 3, into the thing. How far can he get?
That's as far as he can get.
Running.
Okay.
Oh, disengage.
Unless
He's
he-
got
unless he
one
can-
action
unless he can
run
get
or
dash.
something like cannon action and stuff. He's a
Uh,
wizard, but I don't know.
no, he's just gonna stay there.
Get whacked.
He's gonna close the door behind him. So, sorry.
Bonus action, closed door.
Action close. Free action. Close door. Close, and you hear his body kind of against the door. Hold on! Niall. Sorry. Make another.
No, he's
he's-
Oh no, you're up. Correct,
Unfortunately.
but stunned. It is now Crane's turn, and you cannot hear what's going on behind the door. Silas, you're up. The brain was smashed.
I'm just gonna sprint 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I'm just gonna get to here.
Yeah.
And I'm actually gonna like hold the door closed
Okay.
effectively so no one can get through.
Both eyes are on
Is
the
that
door.
the last of them?
And then they
We
come
got
back.
Faroon.
They come around the other side.
Kev now took a bit of a knock. That brain was nasty.
Yeah. Are you alright?
Is he alive?
Yeah, he's
Are you okay?
Wilson did something to him.
Wait a minute.
I'm stunned, right?
You're stunned.
He looks not very good. I'm gonna pick him up. Like,
Okay, you pick him up. He's kind of stunned.
we probably
I've
should
soiled myself.
get out of here. It's not safe.
Then what happened?
You are on that as you're on the door there. You hear from beyond the door some kind of hum, weird,
I'll keep it
and that's it.
held closed.
Wait, are we not gonna get them? They're running away.
I mean, he took a beating. He's down. What happened with you? Are you alright?
I'm alright. I, for a moment, I thought I was going to be dominated, but I think the half of actually I have advantage. I think against charm anyway. My half of blood in me saved me from it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Influence.
Oh shit! Scratched up my leg.
We
How's
got
everyone
what we
doing?
wanted.
Are you right, Millicent?
Yeah, I'm okay. We got what we wanted. That's what's important.
Okay, but
I don't think he's too good.
Yeah. I'm gonna take him in
Rania
this
is going to pick up Flynn.
Okay.
Flynn, my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna walk next to the door. I'm gonna just try to listen out as well. Just keep a good ear of what's going on.
Can I just make a kind of quick medicine check of Niall just to make sure?
Do I know? Sorry to interrupt. Do I know if what happened to Niall could have been reversible, permanent?
Make a nature check with advantage.
When you used to be able to let nature checks.
Well,
Well,
next to the-
might be
uh,
is this your knowledge of the
Fucking
creature?
slick as you.
essentially?
That's a 4
A 4.
with advantage.
No. So one thing you know is
Got you.
one thing you know is that these creatures are able to, if they once they manage to like do what they did to Niall, they're able to burrow and into a brain and replace it essentially magically, not without
Yeah.
making a hole, if they have the chance. So the fact that it didn't happen is very close because it just can't replace the brain of a victim and become a host.
Is the brain dead?
I think he is brain dead. Yeah.
Well,
He
he's-
collapsed on the ground.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, I'm not sure how. I'm not sure if he'll be alright, but at least he'll be himself if he gets back to it.
Is he gonna get better? Because he's not a good.
I don't know, he'll need some rest for sure.
I mean, if he's not gonna get better, like,
He'll.
do you think he'll want to be around anymore?
What do you mean?
It may seem a little bleak, but I mean, if he's look at him.
He'll be alright. He's just unconscious. He'll be okay. Just give us some time.
I thought he was just in a bit of a daze.
Yeah, he'll recover. I mean, his brains are dangerous, but if you kill the brain, it should be alright.
As long as you're sure.
We'll bring him to the temple of his god.
Yeah, we
I'm
should-
sure they'll be able
We
to
should
sort
get
him
someone to look at him straight away.
I heard some strange noise through the door. Did it sound magic-y?
Listen,
What?
Did it sound like some guy?
What about
Yeah.
I've got
It
good
didn't sound like
hearing.
a voice. It sounded like an environmental sound.
Yeah.
you guys check around here and see if you can find anything, any clues or anything like that. I'm gonna take Niall and try and find this temple.
No.
René comes out with Flume from where you left it. Worry not. We'll take him with Flume.
Listen. Yeah.
We need to get out of here now. Huh?
Yeah, I don't want to stay.
Flume needs attention, medical attention as well.
Look, we know that the sewer entrance just a little ways back came up at Coach Lamp Lane, so we can take that entrance to get to the service. We'll be
Surely
done
we
with it.
can. Okay. Yes, sure.
I'm gonna. Sorry, before we go, I just want to look. I saw a chest right here.
Yes, there is. There is a chest there.
One moment.
Oh,
And it is small. It is unlocked. Appears to be unlocked.
it's
Poison dart. No.
New
So
brain.
you find 2 small potions. Appear to be potions. You find 16 dragons,
Intelligence.
82 shards, and 250
Healing
nips.
Jesus. Okay, I'll write it down.
Yeah, write it down. I'm giving you the coins in a moment.
16
on the break.
Yeah, 16 dragons.
16
18
dragons, 82 shards, silver pieces,
Yeah.
and 250 copper nips.
Wow.
Any glass bottles in there?
There's a couple of vials of some kind of liquid here. Any of you can recognize them?
I could probably take a look at those.
Here, have a look at them because there's some gold as well. I'll just grab it and then we can split it.
Examine the vials. They look anything familiar? Or?
Make a straight wisdom check.
Ooh, 7. Don't get my herbalism proficiency.
Hmm?
My herbalism proficiency. No.
Well, I mean, we know that the entrance that we're going to go through links back to here, because otherwise how would...
If we're gonna get out of here, we should do it quickly because
Yeah, I think we should.
we don't want to get trapped.
Okay.
We should go before they send people.
I may have overstated that I was feeling okay.
Alright, let's get out.
Let's leave.
Who are the strongest one? You grab Niall with him.
I've already got on my shoulder.
Renair, you grab Flynn. Let's get out. And yeah, we're just gonna look around this room, see if there's anything else of interest. But
Sure. Make everyone or someone make a perception check with advantage if someone is helping or whatever.
Can help.
Well, you can do it, I don't mind.
Well, I don't know. You roll if you want.
No, you go. It's fine.
natural
20.
Natural 20, yeah. Plus 5, so.
So in the room where you had originally left Flynn, you notice that there is a flagstone stone on the floor that appears to be loose. The mortar around it is in as tight as all the other flagstones. And yeah, that's it. That's what you notice.
Yeah, there's one of the stones in here is loose. If you want to come take a look.
Yeah, I'll lift it up.
So you lift it up. And there is a
Good find.
rough-hewn tunnel, and it leads north.
This seems to be a tunnel. Might be our best way out. But then
So
we don't know.
you go a bit down and then north.
We don't know where it goes, so it'll be worth risking this or go
How-
out the way we know.
How tight is the tunnel?
It's 5 foot wide.
How high?
Oh, sorry. It's about. It's not too tall. It's about 1.5 meters.
Wow.
You'd have to stoop, I think.
Yeah.
well,
we'll
listen.
Drag.
If we go back to where we came, they might be waiting for us on the other side. We saw the Duergar
Yes,
was
fine.
able to come around. So
Okay. I mean, I
maybe
can
this
drag.
is
I
best.
can drag him along through it. It's not. It's just gonna be a bit slow going.
I'll hold the rear. Oh yeah, I'll hold the rear.
We have no idea where that place goes.
Sorry, and the end of the tunnel is not too far off. It's about 20 foot, and you see wood on the other side, like blocking at the end of it, blocking whatever opening there might be. And that wood, you immediately recognize it because you're familiar with it, these kind of things. It appears to be some kind of cask or tongue.
It looks like there's the entrance, or the end, isn't too far away. It seems to be. Looks like it goes to some kind of large barrel, possibly. So, might come out in a building, in a pub cellar, possibly. It's about It's only about 20 feet. I can have a run down and check. If you want.
Yeah, do you want to go? That makes you go ahead because if we start dragging
Yeah.
people down through here, it's gonna we can't move very quickly.
I'll go with you, so let's.
That's right.
Last pub I was in, there was a troll, so
It's true, but last sewers we were in, there were rockworms as well.
Yeah, we want to avoid having to go all the way back to the sewers.
It's just trying to get that body up that ladder as well. It's going to be a bit of a.
if you're sure. Fine.
Should we break for food?
Jump down.
Yeah. Sorry, after this, go.
Yeah, I'll jump down with Kev behind.
Okay,
Move
so you
to the
walk. It's 5 foot, 5 foot. So essentially, you kind of you're not crawling but crouching. You move there and you reach, and it smells immediately. So there is this big cask, and it is not perfectly flush against the wall, so you can barely around it. The tunnel is rectangular, but you put your face against the butt of the cask. You can see into what appears to be a room, and the smell is super recognizable. Someone is brewing here. This is some kind of cellar or brewing operation because of the smell of fermentation and whatnot.
Gonna put my weight kind of against the wall with my back of my arm and then try and push it with my foot.
Easy enough. You go, and it appears to be a cask that is in one of those holders that is kind of like a U shapes
Yeah.
with legs. So you're just pushing it, and the whole thing moves away from the wall, and you make enough of room to kind of squeeze through it. And as you
Rollins.
No.
12 points of damage.
Cask damage.
as you enter, you see a small room, probably about no bigger than maybe 20 by 10 foot, with like brewing supplies all around it. And there are 3 casks, one next to each other. The one in the middle is the one you push, and there are 2 more. So you can, in order to squeeze out, you have to like climb either side or your cask, and then you can look in the room. And in the far end of the room, 20 foot away from you to the right, essentially to the east, there is a door that is closed.
So there's no one else in the room?
No.
Okay, I'll squeeze through and then I'll get to the front of the cask by the legs and drag it out enough that people can easily.
Okay, so they can work. So you have to drag the entire cask the length
Yeah.
of it, because there are 2 other casks next to it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you. I think it's safe to come in through this way, everyone.
So let's drag in.
You all start moving. There. I'm gonna say that you do notice as you walk past Gramshar, because you were looking that.
Oh
went
shit!
up-
I'm gonna check out Zemk. Check out the-
So
if
Zemk
he's
has
got a gun.
a war pick and a war pick and a light crossbow.
Yeah, I don't want to know if this, but
He has 9 crossbow bolts. And he has, let's see, scale mail and a shield.
Scale mail.
Millicent, you said you wanted a shield,
No?
don't you? I thought you said you wanted.
I said I wouldn't know what to do.
Okay, well, the armor is expensive, but how long it will take to take the armor off this door?
Takes some time.
Well, let's just fucking live it.
And with Broomsharp, you notice he has his spellbook with
Wait,
him.
he's not there.
He's
He
not
ran
there.
away.
Yeah,
He didn't die.
Oh, he ran away. Yeah, sorry. Of
I
course.
mean, we prefer him dead.
No,
That's not
he
true.
ran away.
He left his spell.
With his spellbook full of 9 level slots. Sorry.
But he didn't have any magic ink, so it's fine.
So yes, sorry. It was just Zen
Okay.
that
No,
night.
those are wizards.
Well,
So as you all, are you going doing anything else apart from just
I'm
going?
I'm gonna grab the dwarf and bring it with me to the other room.
Just like cuddling Niall, like hoping he'll just like snap out of it.
Okay. You. Niall walks behind you. He just.
He's carrying me.
I'm
Oh,
carrying
you're
him.
carrying. Okay.
He's still stunned.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's stunned all the time. He's perma stunned. You move.
Can't resist my
You move through this small tunnel into what is obviously some kind of brewery,
Yeah.
cellar, and as you all pile in there with the remove cask, let's take a quick break for dinner. And we'll be back.
Son of a bitch.
Well.
I thought that was the Last of Us.
If I come back, I know exactly how to roleplay this.
That's the last
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
What, the joke?
Yeah.
It's a goodie, wasn't it?
The second you said it, I was like,
It was